There we go. That's set up. Oh shit. Okay. It's okay. Just trying something new with the phone today. Try and make it, like, easier for me to see and read and all that fun stuff. Alright. So I don't know if the game has voice acting in its own or not. But it is fucking time. Game officially comes out tomorrow. And between being busy and putting it off till when it was ready, because for us backers, it's been out for a bit, but with some of the art slowly being updated. Yeah. Not safe for work version. Okay. The CGs are just single images. It's fine. Don't blow it. Wipe the sweat from your palms and try to clear your head. Your first job application is a college graduate. Nerves making you forget where you even went and gotten your degree from. God, where did I just finish spending 30 grand? I'm just gonna go with... Oh, fucking Christ. I'm gonna go with the thing closest to what's actually happened to me first. Art Institute. Right, that's your first industry as a trumpet graduate. You can get some basic experience before you can make any career moves. More importantly, you're pretty desperate for money. Working safflower coffee should serve nicely with resume builder and much needed revenue stream. Be easy enough to land a basic food service job, but that doesn't stop you from being anxious. You scrutinize your application for spelling errors. Someone approaches your table. Shiny badge on their apron tells you that this is the Imaginer. Manager. Imaginer. Imaginer. I have a fucking donut. Mini donuts. The manager, Pidge. Reach up to shake their hand, but they stare straight down at the table. It's a bird person. Hello, valued customer. Are you finished? Yeah, I think I filled out everything out correctly. Manager does not respond. Looking at your past your application, instead staring lovingly at your half-eaten crumpet. Oh, yes, I'm done with the food as well. Perfect, I'll get this out of your way then. Manager snatches up your plate and then they rush off with a gleam in their eye. Wave your application at them, but it's too late. They've disappeared through far-off employees-only door before you can get a word in. This is great. The bird steals your food. First thing that happens, you're trying to apply to a job. The bird manager is just like, have your food? It's like, fuck. Wait! You work your way across the cafe, gently holding your resume up in the air as you sidestep through the small gaps between tables. Then a server dashes in front of you. Ah! Stumble forward and feel a splash of burning liquid on your left arm. Feels like your skin is melting off. Ah! Gosh, I'm sorry, so sorry. Here, let me help. Look up the server. Now, if I recall correctly, during the actually, I could probably try and find the email. This is going to be a situation where it's like, okay, I got to detail some of the Kickstarter progress here. So, very scary gay. Scary gay. Okay, goose and quail. Goose and... Paul. Okay, it was Paul. I had it backwards. Okay, so it was not Boris. Paul. But if we do Paul run today, that's where we're gonna go. But this is Boris. Spider. He shoots you a panicked smile and dabs at your arm with an old rag. You wince at the burn spot, and the server dries your arm more gingerly. He has a surprisingly gentle touch for having 8 fucking arms. Find yourself distracted by his enormous stature. He seems too distracted as 2 more cups slip from his hands onto the floor. Oh no, not again. Please hold on. I have to mop this up before my manager... Boris? Server freezes in place. His horrified eyes lock with yours. Paige stands twitching wings and ruffled feathers. You notice crumbs out of the sides of their beak, which is the time to point them out. Boris, what am I looking at? Did you drop these drinks again? You're a good guy, but geez, I can only handle so many customer complaints. Server, Boris stares at you with pleading eyes. You can tell Pidge that it was your own fault, but you're an awful liar. Still, really, do you really have to take all the blame? It was my fucking fault. I was trying to catch you, you damn bird. Yeah, I dropped them. You dropped them, valued customer, but Boris was the one carrying the orders. Well, anxiety's kicking in. Suddenly, you're sweating profusely as the manager and Boris both stare at you both stare you down. Right as the right words refuse to come to your lips. Well, I smacked them out of his hands. With my face. What the fuck was that, anyway? Why did you say that? Anyway, Boris and Pidge look just as puzzled as you are. While you rack your brain for a way to save yourself, you realize that you're already speaking again. He politely asked me if I needed help with anything, and I just slapped the orders to the ground. I like this sound they make when they spill on the tile floor. And that is a believable, anxious response. The writing in this game is pretty good, yo. I find this fucking hilarious. Hilarious. 40 jail! I was just checking my Discord. See if they had responded. Because yeah, Twitch doesn't want me to put the title of the game in title of the stream, even though I'm able to put the title of the game in the game title place. Bullshit. Forgive me if I find that strange, valued customer. Looks like a nasty burn on your arm. Yeah, I bore us with suspicion. Almost as if a giant blind tarantula spilled scalding hot coffee on you. I love the feeling of boiling liquid on my skin. I love the burn. This fire burns. Love to burn myself coffee. No, I'm not gonna spill my coffee on myself because that's a waste of coffee. Also, it's not even hot. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Okay, alright. Decision you made. Manager cocks their head to the side and cracks a smile. Their laugh sounds like a series of low-pitched coos. Wings on their back flap gleefully, knocking picture frames off the wall and causing more damage than Boris did. I'm in no position to judge others' dining habits, though. I'll need you to pay for the spilled drinks, valued customer. Nod fervently. Did that really work? Sorry, Boris. Maybe I shouldn't have instantly assumed that it was your fault. It's alright. It usually is my fault. Pidge flits back through the door and returns with a mop. Toss it to Boris, who just barely catches the handle before it falls to the floor. Alrighty then, back to work. Did I give you my application? You want to work here with your coffee spilling fetish? Yes. I promise I can get it under control. Just the way the bird just like, with your coffee spilling fetish, just like. Oh, you'd be laughing so hard during this. This is great. Yes, I want to spill the coffee, but also get paid for it this time. No way in hell. Pidge turns on their heel and disappears through the door once again. As soon as the manager is gone, Boris wraps his two free arms around him. Body presses painfully against your burned forearm, but you can't bring yourself to pull away. I can't believe you did that for me. You let a disappointed sigh. Well, not too passionate about food service anyway. Oh, me neither. Truth be told, though, you wouldn't want to work here. Fine for me, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone with that little skill. Anyway, I owe you one. Boris sneezes, or squeezes. Why did I read that as sneezes? It is obviously a cue. A little squeezes you a little tighter before letting go. He seems embarrassed to have jumped into your arms. I should probably clean up and replace the drinks I dropped. But I'm really quick. Gestures you. May I? I know some places that are hiring. I can point you in the right direction if I know your field. You hand Boris the application. He hands it, holds an inch from his face and still struggles to read it. My name's Disdonn. What pronoun should I use for you? I ass. I/ass. Because I'm an ass. Pronouns be good. Oh, me too. We have so much in common. Sorry. Whoa. Graduated from Strumpet? The Art Institute of Strumpet? Congratulations. Seriously, you can aim a lot higher than this place. Oh, I bet the tattoo parlor would Appreciate your artistic talents. It's called Inky Cap. That is actually a fucking good name for a tattoo parlor. Not that I have any tattoos myself. If you see a big scary guy in a crop top, tell him hi for me. You mull it over for a moment. When you don't immediately give the response, Boris fidgets anxious. Sorry, I didn't make that sound very enticing. It wasn't helpful at all, was it? No, it was fucking helpful. Sounds interesting. Not looking for a long-term career right now, so I'll give it a shot. Thanks, Boris. He flinches when you look at him in the eye. The least like you do. You've been more patient with me than most people are. Oh, you should take this. Realizing some things in his arms, write down something on the notepad. Tears out the page, scribbles it, and hands it to you face down. You see the ink bleeding through the back of the paper and notice that he's written down a string of numbers. Oh, yeah, I'll call you. Big sexy. Huh? More fear in his eyes than usual. He's like, oh shit, I gave him my number. What the fuck? Oh, the address. Presumptuous. Like, oh, I'll call you Big Sexy. It's like, oh wait, no, this is an address. I'll come over then. This is an address for the job you mentioned. Sorry, I thought you were slipping me your number. Or here's my report. Find the paper. I mean, I wouldn't complain if you gave me that too. What? Good luck on your job hunt. Take go. It's fucking boring. Like, woof. Erotic spider. Poor Spooter. Spooter dude. He is skittish as fucking yo. With that rush to Dubai, he runs off to continue his shift. At least he's too busy hiding a smile and mumble another unwarranted apology. There's still plenty of time left in the day to check out the other job options. Might as well try the lead that Boris gave you. Plug the address into your phone, still half wishing it was his number. Drive down the street and arrive at a hole in the wall amongst 100 others downtown. You're picturing the grungy, rundown shop, but the aesthetic and art, soft music, make the Inky Cap feel quite cozy. I was wondering if that music was going to be the only. But that's fine. I love this unicorn over here. Because it looks like a pompous ass unicorn. Like, bam. And butts. Tons of flowers. A woman sketching mushrooms in a notebook sits behind the desk in a cramped lobby. She deflates a little when you approach. It's a bug lady. Hi there. Appointment or walk-in? Not here for a tattoo, actually. I heard you were hiring. Puts down her pencil and assesses you with more interest. We're urgently hiring. You got a resume? I have this application from a different job. This is fucking hilarious. It's just like, oh, I was gonna apply to this other place, but I heard about you, so I'm just bringing the resume or the application that I did for them. You know, like that's a normal thing to do. Good enough. Good enough. Honestly, I'll hire anyone with a modicum of tattooing experience. Let me take a look. You enter the application, fill out in the coffee shop. She scans the page, turns it over, expecting something more impressive, then looks you up and down. I see you don't have any job experience at all. I don't suppose you just forgot to mention it on here. Never done a tattoo in your life. Still, you consider yourself a decent artist under no circumstance. Tell her the truth. I've done tons of sketches and know the basic process. Uh-huh. That's interviewee for I don't have any job experience. Lady's shoulders drop as she lets out a disappointed sigh. I'm a fast learner. Please, I can start immediately. I'll do whatever you need me to do. You can start immediately? Yes, ma'am. I'll do as many bad tattoos as I can until I get good at them. That's how I work. Alright, I'm desperate enough. Sam flips to a clean page in their sketchbook and sets it out in front of you. She opens a book of tattoo designs and then points to a detailed sketch of a honeybee. Let's see what you got. Make it your own by any means, but I want to see where your skill level's at. You look blankly at the sketch, then at your shaking hand. This is happening a lot faster than you'd expected. All you can do is hope that your anxiety doesn't screw things up. Too much to ask, isn't it? Oh, shit. What was I drawing? Fuck. A bee. Okay. It's a bee. It's a bee. It's a bee. See, we got a wing. Got a wing. Got a wing. Got a wing. I think they got 4 wings. We got a stinger on a butt. Stinger on the butt. And a little fuzzy head. Antennae. This is so bad. I am so fucked. Head. It's literally just gonna look like a fucking Pikachu with wings, isn't it? Ah! You slammed the pen down in resignation. Why did you choose to do this in pen? Why do you only give yourself 60 seconds? Why are you looking at Sam like she'll have any answers for you? How abstract. You really did make it your own, huh? Back on your years of hard work at the Art Institute is trumpet. You feel the judgment of 1,000 professors upon you. Bury your head in your hands. Before you can explain yourself, you hear the door open to your left. Man covered in skulls takes up the entire doorway. Oh, hey, that's the one. Hey, Sam, I have an appointment for right now. No, you don't. Yeah. Hang on, let me find my wallet. You're gonna have to wait a minute. As you can see, I'm wrapping up on an interview. Steven comes over to the desk, leaning in close to look at your sketch. You're too enamored with this powerful cheekbones to cover up your mistakes, and grin spreads across the face. He manhandles the sketchbook and breaks out into laughter. Sam! I want this on me right now! Oh, no. Put that shit down. Let's give you a little bit of a glimpse into how Paul is. Reading it in the voice of Paul, as per the thing. This is an email that I got from the devs. Hey, dear Disdonn. Been a hot minute since we talked, huh? I miss you. Sure, there's other people who I could subject to my nonsense, but you're my favorite. No one tells a sick joke like you do. I'll admit that I stole a couple to use on unsuspecting friends. Can't believe I get to tear up the town with the coolest person around. Not complaining. That he's the best hugger, too. God, I already have a huge list of shit I want to do when you visit again. It is mainly Castlevania related. Yep. Everything's so much more fun with you. Hold on to your ass, I'm about to get snappy and my grimy little heart is obsessed with saying you again. I'm always having to explain myself to people. But you've always had my back. For real, it makes me put down my hardened bitch hat and think about how great I feel when I hang out with you. Here's some more gay crime in the future. We're gonna do some gay crimes. Be gay, do crimes. That's what we're gonna do today. Because Paul said so. Sorry, Disdonn, you'll have to ignore him. Name your price. I need this so badly, it's the best thing I ever seen. Paul casually wraps his arm around your shoulder like you're already the best of friends. You stare straight down at the desk in hopes that he won't look directly at you. As if he's read your mind, Paul leans towards you and tries to catch your gaze. When do you start? I'll happily be your first customer. Be gay, do crimes. Exactly. Paul is great. Paul is great. Unfortunately, they're named Paul. You missed Boris, the Spooter. The Spooter man. That is blind as a bat and anxious as fuck. It's great. This game's been fun and I've only been playing it for like 15-20 minutes. You can barely get a word in without glancing back at your sketch and cackling. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. You got promised, but we're looking for a different art style. Paul leads you towards the waiting area to give the owners some space. You got no taste, Sam. What was your name, my starving artist? It's Disdonn. I couldn't live with myself if it didn't get your number, Disdonn. Excuse me. You jump a little as he pulls your phone out of your front pocket. Sam sighs at him from her desk. Paul, personal space, my guy. Be gay, do crimes. Paul is 100% fucking like, Damien from Monster Prom, but just way more bearish. Oopsie. He sends himself a text before tossing your phone back to it. There we go. I'm free whenever I'm needed. You really want to go on a date after what you just witnessed? Hell yeah, don't you want to party? He's too cool to refuse. It'd be a sin to refuse a night out with you, Paul. Oh, I'm touched. Gotta say, though, we might not get along if you're afraid of sinning. I guess I could do with a little of morality. Eating the rich is still on the table. Eat the fucking rich. Eat the fucking rich. This game is great. It comes out tomorrow on itch. I can't remember the price. Oh yeah, because I'm a backer. I think I paid $25, and I'm gonna be I'm in the credits. That's hardly immoral. I just had marketing executive for lunch. You laugh, but you're not convinced that was a joke. You make a mental note to check the news tonight for any missing person. Yes. Oh, this is fucking great. Sam, you're really not gonna hire this one? Fuck no. God, you got no taste. Well, into the cards. Well, been to Transmission Express. It's the auto shop a few streets over. That place is always hiring. I haven't. Oh man, you gotta stop by just to see the owner. He's an old friend. Man can't hold a conversation to save his life, but he's a good guy. Just don't be too put out if he calls you a piece of shit. Sounds lovely. Suppose you don't have any other options. That's the spirit. He'll be in a good mood today. You should head over soon if you got time. Don't forget to call me. Drive for a few minutes before arriving at the beat up auto shop. This is, unfortunately, Transmission Express. Takes you a moment to mentally prepare yourself. You're vaguely aware that the owner is abrasive, and you're not sure how much more rejection you can take today. Pull your car into one of the many vacant spots up front and head outside. As soon as you enter, you stop dead in your tracks. Peering into the open hood of a truck is a grease-coated cyborg. Throws you a smarmy glare. Ghost! You flinch. His voice is deeper than humanly possible. You've suddenly forgotten why you're even there. Oh, I wanna... Don't worry, give me your mommy's number and I'll tell her where a baby can run off to. Excuse me? The mechanic laughs way too hard at his own insult. Joke and welcome to Transmission Express. Alright, give me the keys. Huh? Alright, I'm not actually here for my car, I want... Shit, you are in the wrong place then. What a waste of time. Run along now. With another booming laugh that vibrates your bones, he goes back to tinkering with the truck engine. Tell him to fuck off. Perhaps you would have remained composed any other day, but you're too tired to give a shit about keeping face at the moment. I was gonna apply to a job here. You've exhausted my last bit of patience though, so fuck off. You don't mean that. We were just having fun, right? Mumble under your breath. Asshole. Feels good to blow out some steam, but you don't expect the fire cyborg to be phased. Something in his posture changes. You're surprised he's frantically wiping his hands clean on his overalls. Shit. Fuck. I can save this. He's the change in expression is just perfect. Just goes from I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, everything's good. I'm sorry. Fuck. This is so fucking good. The writing is top. As I said, the writing's about as good as Monster Prom. He's unable to hide the deep blush in his cheeks nor the fear in his eyes. His condescending smile is morphed into a strained customer service grin. Welcome. Huh? I thought maybe you would be more comfortable if we started from scratch. I worry you may not have realized I was joking around. You don't think that's gonna make me forget the bullshit you just spouted, do you? I was hoping so, yeah. Jesus Christ. Fine, I'm Disdonn. You must be woefully short-staffed. Oh, this back and forth is good. I don't see what that has to do with anything, but yes, I have been looking to hire. Oh, I'm also Casey. That's my name. I'm shocked you're struggling to find an employee. Have you ever considered not making everyone who comes in feel like shit? Oh, this is fucking great. Casey wrings his hands. Supposed to be charming banter. Still working on the charming part. You should still apply here if you want to. Mine hasn't been changed in case you can tell. Besides, a deep rumble sounds like a bear snoring, and holds his hands up in defeat. You notice that they shake slightly. Surely he knows that insulting strangers is not the path to friendship, right? He looks like he might apologize when his eyes fix on something outside the window. You need to leave. Glance out the window and see a car pulled up, presumably for servicing. Not my business, but you probably shouldn't take a customer right now. I can tell you how bad anxiety is for job performance. Anxiety, fuck that. Fuck off with that. Shaking. Is my coolant fan kicking in? Go home and feel your feelings or whatever. You already said you didn't want the job. That's a weird customer. Casey tries to push you out the door, but a customer clutching a large duffel bag blocks the doorway. Mechanic groans. Oh, God. Good afternoon, stranger. I'll be with you in a minute. Stranger? Come on, Casey! Customer turns to you and nods. Oh, alright. Hello, stranger. I'm Zaniel. Sorry to interrupt, but this is an emergency. Casey stiffens. His attention is now fully on the bag that Zaniel holds. Charlotte? You're not looking too good. Innocent, forgotten you're here. I'll do whatever I can. Oh, God. Daniel reaches into the duffel bag and delicately extracts a miniature train engine. It's only about half the size of their hand, and it looks even smaller between Casey's beefy fingers. Engine looks unharmed, but Casey is visibly shaken. Dear God, what happened to it? I don't know. I came home and my kids looked extremely guilty, the little gremlins. Literally, little gremlins. Jesus Christ, dude. I put Charlotte on the tracks and she started sparking like she was gonna explode. Train show's in less than a month, Casey. I can't show up without Charlotte. We'll fix this. Tiny engine rattles in his mechanical hand, but he's still shaking. Are you okay? Casey scoffs and takes a deep breath. He sets the engine down. Let me see that track. Daniel nods and unpacks pieces of metal train tracks, which he begins connecting on Casey's workbench. Stand off to the side, unsure of why you're still here. Clearly you're not needed, but you find the uncertain fate of this tiny model more compelling than you'd like to admit. Dude, I'm compelled. You look more like you're gonna explode than normal. Are you certain you're alright? I had to really recalibrate the arm today. Needs time to get its act together. That's not what you told me. Like 60% synthetic material, okay? Shit goes wrong all over the place. Back to business. Casey throws out some train-related terminology that you're not familiar with, but the conviction in his voice tells you that he knows what he's doing. Checks the tracks and doesn't find any damage. After a few more deep breaths, presumably to re-inflate his ego, he picks up the train again with confidence. She gonna make it? It'll be good as new when I'm finished. I'll make sure of it. You'd think he was performing heart surgery on a puppy. As ridiculous as you find the situation, it's clear that Casey is taking it seriously. He's cool and collected, completely at ease, disassembling the tiny engine. Pretty good at that. Fortunately, lame thing, good at, but... Oh, I see the problem. This piece here got broken easily with rough It's broken easily with rough handling. Wait, I totally have that part on hand. Really, Casey? You're a miracle worker. Casey books it through the unmarked door in the back of the shop with admirable determination. He turned to the owner of the sick train. So, Zaniel, you know Casey? Oh yeah, he's my go-to model railroader. Sorry for bursting in, by the way. Charlotte's very important for me. Don't sweat it. I was getting emotionally tormented before you walked in anyway. Ah, yes, I remember the first time meeting Casey. Luckily, his inner himbo really shines when he gets a train. He's got train brain. Yes, the himbo. The inner himbo. My inner himbo is saying, fuck. This shit. Coughing today. Doesn't quite make up for him being a dick, but I guess that's sweet. Daniel snorts out a laugh. Across the shop, Casey emerges with nearly a microscopic piece of metal. The doctor returns. In a few minutes, he completes the repair and reassembles the engine. He beams at Daniel and presents Charlotte as if she's a crown jewel. Operation was a success. Casey gently sets Charlotte on the track. Engine lights up and pulls around the railroad. At a leisurely pace, as two grown adults watching utterly. Thank you so much, Casey. It's not fair how good you are with this stuff. You've never been much into trains, but Casey's slowly making you change your mind. Being an awful liar has never stopped you from pretending to know what you're talking about before. I'll be going then. I'm glad your train didn't die. Thank you. Don't thank ye. That fake train fan is making fun of you. Buddy, not everything's a personal attack. Give Disdonn a shot. Tell him about your billion hobbies. I don't. Model trains are for man-children. You've been to every man-child convention with me for how many years now? Now that you're mostly over the shock of seeing a buff cyborgs, Casey's pretty cute when he pouts. Uh-huh. Daniel begins disassembling and packing up the railroad. Casey gets a little defensive about anything you can possibly imagine, really. Doesn't get old at all, and it's very charming. And you! See? Daniel winks at you and throws the packed duffel bag over their shoulder. As they walk out the door, they look back to Casey. See you at the Man-Child Con! Casey looks defeated. Yeah, no shit. As the door shuts behind Daniel, you feel like you've missed your opportunity to slip out casually. You, won't tell anyone about this. About what? Gleaming your eye when the train went choo-choo? God damn it! Motherfucker! Pretty sure there's a sense of humor buried in there somewhere. You press your luck. Sorry, is there better onomatopoeia for train noises? I wouldn't know. Are you sure? I think you're a pretty cool guide if you did. I prefer four-hearted chugga-chuggas before chew-chew. Chugga-chugga-chugga-chugga. Chew-chew. Oh, this is great. I'm enjoying myself. I should probably check my email after a bit. I'm waiting on an email from somebody who I might also be getting a showing with tomorrow. The fearful that you caught a glimpse of him enjoying himself, Casey clears his throat and picks at a dent in his metal hand. Look, you're not gonna be happy working here. Not a lot of life fulfillment in carbon repair. You think I can afford to care about fulfillment? I got bills. Oh, give up that easily. That's just work for buzzword. They're always looking for passionate drones. Passionless drones. Very thoughtful, thank you. I guess it's worth a shot. See you around, train man. Casey can't stifle his goofy grin. Shit, alright, you're pretty cute. Good luck with the job thing, I guess. Look up Buzzword's closest office and find that their headquarters is just outside of town. Casey pretends to ignore your final wave goodbye as you head out. Never went out much in college, so it feels strange to be roaming outside of the suburbs today. Last time you were in this area, you were a toddler being dragged to the mall for a kitschy family photo. After half an hour of driving, you finally arrive at Buzzword, marking bleak, massive headquarters. Take a moment to compose yourself before approaching the automatic front doors. I almost said aromatic front doors. Yes, the doors, they smell so good, they just lure you inside. College, you learned about how these internships go. You'll likely be assigned to whatever work the real employees doesn't want to do. And if you're lucky, they'll send you on a coffee run, and you'll get to make Boris flustered again. Step inside a building and immediately feel inferior. There's no receptionist in sight. Instead, a row of tables with an application portal loaded on each screen lines the front desk. You hear a cough from the sitting area to your right. There's one of their applicants sitting poised and staring straight forward with a tablet in his lap. Move toward him. He beams at you and jumps from his seat. That's odd. His jacket looks awfully familiar. Oh, Disdonn! Disdonn! I knew I recognized you! He stared at him in disbelief. He's dressed from head to toe in what can only be described as an anime garb. More importantly, you've seen him before. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with faces. Where do we know each other from? You don't recognize me? I guess I have changed a little since middle school. Me, Foster. Memories of embarrassing anime fan art comes flooding back to you. Your best friend in middle school was a dude named Foster. Unlike the man before you, however, that kid had normal human body proportions. Instead of being twinky as fuck. Maybe they are aromatic. You're pretty sure he didn't have giant purple eyes back then. Foster? No, there's no way. Yeah, puberty was kind. I'm still the same best friend you know and love, though. I can't believe I ran into you here. What's with the fucking outfit? Yeah, I wouldn't peg you for a business type based on your outfit. Did you buy a child-sized tie? Foster seems surprised by your judgmental tone. There are different sizes of tie? Oh god. Fucking airhead, yes. Foster, what about the rest? You think the crop jacket and neon leggings didn't come in other types too? Well, I thought you'd like it. I just wanted to let people know what I was about from the start. Is it the makeup? It's the makeup, isn't it? It just doesn't scream business professional. Well, you're right, of course. I should have gone with a more muted palette for an interview. He waits until you nod in confirmation before continuing. Where were you when I left the house this morning? Do you like it personally, at least? I mean, it's not business attire, but it's sexy as fuck. I still can't believe it. It's you. You look gorgeous. You don't have to say that, Disdonn. You're so sweet. He tries his best to look bashful, but this man clearly loves attention. Oh, and teal is your favorite color, right? What a coincidence. So 90s. It's rad. Can't believe it. Rad. I've never... I am too full. I am too fucking old. Why are you screaming at me? How about I lend you my lipstick sometime? Huh? Alright, that teal was my favorite in middle school. I can't believe you remember that. I actually don't care for much for it nowadays. Well, I'm not fond of it either, to be honest. I should really update my style. Foster takes a long pause. He glances around as if distraction from this conversation will materialize somewhere in this room. You fiddle with the tablet in your hands. Anyway, are you here for the internship? Oh, yeah, I scheduled an interview. The LTs are done? Oh, you're trying to eat. Gotcha. I didn't realize there was an online thing to do, though. I should probably start that. He sits down dramatically, crosses his legs, and motions you to sit next to him. Take a seat in the cold, hard lobby chair. Don't you usually fill out the application before the interview? Foster shrugs. He leans on his armrest to get closer to you. Who knows how these big companies operate? You must get nervous filling these things out, right? Always. I'm hurting for money too, so these interviews kind of determine my fate. I feel the same way. Oops, I should probably resist the urge to ogle at you while you type. I don't want to distract you with my perfectly applied eyeliner. I'm getting like a bit of Blanche Dubois and Michael Jackson out of the voice I'm doing for this dude. You shake your head in amusement and turn to the tablet. It only takes you a few minutes to copy the information over from your copy shop application. Submit the document. You glance over at Foster's screen. He hasn't filled out anything. A man in a suit appeared from the large double doors far end of the lobby. That head. That head. The broken image. Foster Smith, follow me. Ah, I'm not done with this thing yet. Disdonn, you take my time slot. You turn to the man in the suit who would presumably be looking at you if he had eyes. Have you submitted an application through Buzzword's appealing and intuitive online portal? Yes, sir. He nods slightly and beckons you to follow him. You feel Foster's eyes on you as you're led into the businessman's office. The man looks over your application as he turns his head from computer screen to you. Goes over your qualifications, internship details, and some other things which you should be paying more attention to. Try to stay interested, but your eyelids grow heavy. What we're really looking for is synergy between employee and company, the core competency. Crucial for business here. Relates to be... Shit, come on, try and stay awake. Please also keep in mind that we expect employee to have a clear action plan for how to take blame, management's bad decisions, thought, leadership, buzz, steal and profit off, underpaying grunt. Damn it, he's just so lifeless. What was he saying? You'll find the cloud extremely useful as you donate your hard work, personal ideas, and heartless employers. Mass consumerism, not supervillains, we swear. Any questions? Hello? Were you asleep just now? Just little lines on the fucking broken image face. I've never been so inconvenienced. Out now! And shoves you out of the office. You try to mumble an apology, but you're interrupted by your own yawn. Revolting! Walks back in the office and slams the door in your face. When you turn around, you see Foster waiting with bated breath. So, how'd it go? They loved you, didn't they? You wait for the part where he says that he's joking, but he looks genuine. They forcibly removed me halfway through the interview, Foster. Got the job then? You're too groggy and defeated to respond. All you can do is shake your head and think about what you've done. Coffee shop, failed. Tattoo shop, failed. Mechanic, failed. This place, failed. Where am I gonna work? I'm gonna be poor forever. I'm sorry I wasted your time slot. Oh, they didn't give you an offer? Well, this isn't anywhere I want to work then. Sure, we can find better fit somewhere else. Plenty of other businesses are hiring, right? Nowhere that I can find. I only ended up here on recommendation from a guy I met. Foster ships uncomfortably. I could give you a recommendation too. I know tons about this town. Ask about jobs. Well, I fell asleep in the interview. Did know anyone looking for that skill? Got at a few places around here, but there's strong competition for most of them. Why are they all so hot? Pardon? Competition is heated. Anyway, no one was picking up these flyers, so I grabbed one just in case this interview didn't go well. Reaches his hole in his shirt, pulls a neatly folded paper from his wristband. Need job, money, hiring assistant. 2179 Willow Creek, come today. Raise an eyebrow at Foster. Sounds perfect, right? Sounds like I'm gonna get stabbed in an alley. I mean, that is how the day's gone. You scolded my coffee, insulted about my art. Just... Don't worry about that. I'll come with you. You can handle yourself, I'm sure, but don't... But I'm more willing to be your secondary character. Secondary character? I'll be your loyal companion. You protect me, won't you? Or would you prefer me to protect you? It's unclear if he's unusually excited or is this just how he is. Briefly wonder if he's more likely to murder you than whoever awaits you at the mystery address. How about I just call you if I need backup? That's a great idea, Disdonn. I'm so excited to start hanging out with you again. Foster hands you a slip of paper. Apparently he had it prepared in advance. Here's my cell phone number. If you ever need me, I'll come running. You wave goodbye and exit the building. Foster's eyes don't leave the back of your neck until you've driven far away from Buzzword. After what feels like hours down unmarked winding roads, the long ride calms your nerves. There's still a good chance you could land a job today, and you just try just about anything to make that happen. Finally arrive at a secluded and seemingly abandoned mansion. They need a gardener. Glance down at the address you were given. This is definitely the right place. Someone is leaning against one of the columns on the shaded porch, but they don't acknowledge you. Hoping for some answers and praying that you won't be mugged, you cautiously approach the mansion. Hi there, I'm... Took you long enough. Took you long enough? Like... What? You're here from the job. My job. Well, goodbye. The twink power walks past you without another word. Sir, I have a few questions about how illegal this position is. Walks halfway down the driveway with it back to you, then he pauses. If he's just now thought of properly dramatic line to deliver, he starts speaking. Make sure you tell the boss I sent you. Like, he won't care about credentials so long as you come recommended. Recommended for what exactly? You're hired, and that's all that matters to you, right? He disappears around the corner, leaving you alone in confused silence. Slowly turn back to the mansion. Paycheck, paycheck. Just think of the paycheck. Push open the door. Its hinges emitting an awful screech makes your teeth ache. But 4 years of 4 year, barely lived in and disturbingly symmetrical. No, wait. Bloody tears. Fucking vampire ghost. Cut off by a coughing fit as dust fills your lungs. In response, a haunting moan echoes from somewhere deep in the house. There's definitely someone here. You talk to the empty room, half in the hopes of receiving a reply and half to calm yourself down. I'm here for the job. Please don't kill me. Your voice sounds a lot shakier than you'd like to admit. Whatever the boss, the edgy twink mentioned, is nowhere in sight. An oil painting stares at you from on top of the staircase. Yikes, this guy likes himself. Really should leave, but the ethereal figure in the painting draws you further into the mansion. You ascend the stairs, noting how expensive, ugly, and old the foyer's furniture looks. It's what you'd expect from your grandma's house if your grandma were medieval nobility. The stern painted man looks more and more disgusted as you come closer. Another groan of despair echoes through the room. Sound resonates through your skull, and every muscle in your body tenses in response. You might just be imagining it, but you can swear that the surface of the oil painting is taking on a faint bluish glow. Anxiety that's been building up in your chest finally peaks. You want to make a run for it, but your feet feel rooted to the floor. Center of the painted man's chest, a pale hand reaches out. Jesus fuck! Hey, Bewitched. We're doing some himboing. It's very on point. Monster Prom was already taken. These are monsters. And it's a visual novel about being gay and doing crimes. Or a job or something. Exactly. This is literally about dating monsters. And ghosts and shit. Arm grasps aimlessly as the rest of the body emerges from the painting. Stumble backwards, eyes fixed in horror on the figure. They're fairly common, but you've never seen a ghost in person. You wonder if they all look this awful. Ghost stares past you with a blank expression. Come here, Manfred. Manfred? He blinks a few times, then his expression sours. His body grows a tad more opaque as you stare back, as if you're annoying some life back into him. Oh, you're not my servant. Why are you still here? Fetch him! Your panic subsides. It looks like he cares very little about you invading his home. Still a bit wired from the adrenaline, you get straight to the point. Forgive me, oh vengeful spirit, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Is there some kind of manager or business owner here, or is it just you? The ghost scowls, but he doesn't speak for a moment. He eyes you up with disdain. You think I'm some commoner like you? I'm Count Godfrey, goddammit! Count? Are you? No, you can't possibly be who I'm looking for. You little! Get out of my manor! That carpet in your filthy shoes disgrace is worth more than you are! His insults would hit harder if he weren't so comically theatrical. It seems that the employer you're supposed to be winning over, though, you're tempted not to cower anyway. Sorry, sir, I wasn't expecting a ghost, but I should have known that this was your house by, way you carry yourself. The spirit's posture straightens. He soaks up your praise. Yes, you should have. Honestly, Manfred lets most incompetent children in here. Manfred is your former assistant? Former? I haven't fired him yet. Manfred was the anti-twink out front, right? He left as soon as I got here. He said I'd be taking his job. I'm supposed to tell you that he recommends me too. Ghost fixes his gaze, hide on the ceiling, his face unreadable. More like his face is saying, looking something like, ugh. Every assistant I ever hire fucking quits. Oh, yeah, and I did say that he recommends me. Ghost fixes his gaze on the high ceiling. After a moment, he notices I must have hit the back button instead of the forward button. He notices you're staring and clears his throat. Shouldn't be surprised. Kids quit jobs like nothing. No sense of loyalty. You don't look much older than him, so you're probably just as useless. Okay, boomer! You don't look much older than me, sir. Well, I didn't die yesterday, you peasant. I wasn't born... I didn't die yesterday. The writing is pretty freaking good. Cheap jokes. Cheap jokes intermixed with good jokes. You're not sure how to respond. He doesn't seem to be joking, but you have a hard time taking his bullshit seriously. You aren't worth my time, unless, of course, you know Patch. You don't mean. The software, it's fairly new innovation, as I recall. They may teach it in schools now. Schools had yet to be invented when Patch was released. Legend has it it's the worst software ever made. No one knows why its creator was compelled to bring so much suffering into the world. The only people masochistic enough to still use Patch are those who cannot rest in peace until they find a use for their damned program. You now speculate that this is Godfrey's cruel fate. No! Windows ME! Maybe also Vista, I don't know. Did you work the program or not? I regret to inform you that I've never used Patch. Is that a deal breaker? Definitely Vista, yeah. Something broken. Godfrey scoffs. Can't impress him with your technical skills and it's time to grovel. For what it's worth, I feel the same way as you do about my generation. I'm an old soul, sir. Useless and a kiss ass. You lick the boots of everyone who insults you. Actually, based on my groveling so far in this playthrough, yes. His words are biting, but surely he would have thrown you out by now if you weren't enjoying your attention. Probably much better company than the edgy twink you met outside. I wanted to make up for offending you earlier, sir. You did make an awful first impression. Equally embarrassing attempt at making amends was reasonable. What an asshole. Amusing, but you're clearly not getting a job offer here. Hope you find someone who suits your style. Have a nice day, sir. Much more polite than Count Godfrey deserves, but you're still marginally fearing for your life. You head for the door, but feel something warm on your shoulder when you take a step. You turn to see Godfrey's transparent hand phase slightly into your arm. When you look at him, the color in his face, color fills his face, and you feel his fingertips solidify on your shoulder blade. His skin holds a surprising amount of heat for a ghost. You're hot. Why, you a decent little... Sorry, warm. Your hand is warm. Oh, of course. I separated from my corpse over 600 years ago, so the cold hand of death left me soon after. You have something to say? What are you insinuating? Don't answer that. I don't want to hear it. I'm simply not finished interviewing you yet. This was an interview? Is this a job interview? I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ, pay attention. Manfred usually really sent you with his recommendation? Yes, sir. Very well. You're worth anything. You'll prove it tomorrow morning. Bear yourself a spine by 8 a.m. and position is yours. You'll be compensated well, of course. The offer catches you off guard. You scrape together a little more confidence and try not to mess up from here. Oh, okay. I mean, thank you. It's very generous, sir. It is. Make no mistake. You're only getting this opportunity because I'm out of options. Understood. What exactly is the job? Everything from burying a dead body in the woods to being a dead body in the woods seems like a possibility if you agree to work here. Burying dead body, being a dead body. That's quite a range. Godfrey flows closer. You try not to flinch as his glowing eyes come within inches of yours. You'll be assisting me with business operations. That doesn't clear anything up for me, sir. Shush, as I cannot reliably interact with my surroundings. You will file my paperwork and handle my in-person meetings. Your main task will be networking with potential business partners on my behalf. Surely even you can manage that much. In theory! But that's the shadiest job description I've ever heard. I need more information. Shadiest. Shade. I'm sorry. The puns are getting me. Godfrey draws a deep... He's breathing? Do ghosts breathe? Slides through his nostrils. Allow me to rephrase. This is the best offer that you will get. Believe me. I would not waste my talents screaming at damning children like you. Are you coming in tomorrow? That's how people die at a young age. You instinctively open your mouth to refuse his offer. However, you stop when you remember what you'd be going back to for the next month if you don't land a job in the next few days. Your roommates may not survive another month surrounded by a flock of screeching sun conures. Surely. Getting a paycheck from Godfrey doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. I do not want the birds. Absolutely, sir. I can handle anything you throw at me. Especially if you're throwing silverware. An unstable ego, just like Manfred. Sorry, you're still gonna hire me, though. I have no choice. We're alike in that regard. Feel like you're ruining his day by standing here. Still, you accepted his offer. Accepting his offer has brought some color back to his face. Well, this is more promising than my last interview. Great, I'm hiring a failure. If only you knew how much of a failure I am at life. Do you even have a college degree, or did you just wander off a high school campus? Oh, I do have a degree. I went to Strumpet. Godfrey rolls his eyes. Wasted 4 years of your life on that? I know. I know. I wasted 4 years and money on that. I went to an art school that literally did me nothing. It's great. It's a waste of time and money. Yeah, I picked it because it was the most accurate to my real life. And I still can't draw a B for shit. Grubs his temple and groans. You're pretty certain that Ghost can't get migraines, so he's definitely just being dramatic. No, Ghost can get migraines. I would know. Just don't come in tomorrow hungover and you'll be an improvement from my last assessment. Well, you're expecting a kiss goodbye. Surely you have something better to do today. Go play Frisbee with your friends, or whatever kids do nowadays. Frisbee. I know, that bee was so horrible. It was the worst drawn bee I've ever drawn. I've seen your acting exercises. Oh, on my YouTube? Yeah. Waste of time. Somewhat fun, though. Never give me a budget. I will just waste it on stupid shit. I am a ham. Sure. Go spend 3 hours on the internet. Call it productivity. He said his internet like a toddler who isn't confident pronouncing a new word. You can't hold back a smile. Yeah, I was just gonna use the internet like the other no good use of my generation. Get off my lawn! I'd give him an old man voice, but he died young. The hookers and blow budget. I still can't believe you let me bang a dragon on Sunday, Steve. My bird is gonna have half bird, half dragon babies, and we all know it. I knew it. When was the last time you went to a library? I mean, but at least that dragon made sense because we tried to roofie it before. Poor dragon. Always getting fucked. Or cock blocked. Just what I thought. You didn't even know there was a town library. Try to keep your face neutral, but he's really making it difficult. I bet you can't even read. A, B, F, C, H, my dick. Can you tell the meds have been helping? Still getting crap in my eyes all the time, though. Too much. You crack a smile and immediately break out into laughter. Recovering for a short giggling fit, you expect to see Godfrey scowling at you again. You're surprised he looks relatively pleased to make someone laugh. Then again, he's probably just proud of his insult. Before he can ask any questions, he turns back and floats through the wall with a final dismissive glare. You're left alone in the crusty mansion that might soon be your workplace. Perhaps asking around the library isn't too bad of an idea. Navigate through the back street after back street before pulling up to a decrepit building on the edge of town. GPS seems to think that this was the town library, but it's clear that no business has occupied the space in quite some time. Great, this was a waste of time. Hang on. Defunct library says, boo. You don't see any lights on inside, but it looks like the door's cracked open. When you squint, you also notice a fresh flyer with a tiny bit of writing on the middle. Wherever it says paper was posted more recently than those around it. Out of sheer curiosity, you get out of the car and make your way toward the library door. You nearly have to press your face against paper to read it, but it definitely reads help wanted. Push the door open. Push open the door, unprepared for the overpowering must of old books that greets you. Man, the library looks like shit. So disorganized. The moment you step into the dingy library, you feel eyes on you. Lights are off, so you tell yourself that no one could be here. Even though there's no reading to risk interrupting, still whisper as you come closer to the bookshelves. Hello, my name is Hello, my name is Disdonn. I'm here to apply for a job. Kind of. Wait, how would you know? How would you fucking know? You weren't there. A gasp sounds from directly behind you. Your whole body tenses, refusing to turn towards the source of the noise. Instead, your eyes dart toward the floor. You could have sworn that you saw movement just now. I heard you. I know someone's there. Your eyes adjust to the darkness as you stare to the floor. It takes you a moment, but you choke on your breath when you figure out what you're saying. You're looking at a massive snake tail. Panic wills your legs to move, and you whip around towards the door. Ack! You run smack into someone, but you can barely see him. In the dim lighting, you can tell he's just as flustered as you are. Fuck, how long have you been there? Welcome to the library. Can I help? I can't do this. You have to leave. Librarian swiftly moves behind you and pushes you toward the exit by your shoulders. Snake boy! Snake person. Just hold on a second here. I'm here about the job posting you put up. He tries to lock you out, but you catch the door handle before he can shut himself in. I changed my mind. I'm no longer seeking an employee. Librarian nervously tugs on the ends of his curls. It was a stupid idea. I should have known. I couldn't handle this. You can see him a bit better now, and your fight or flight response simmers down at the sight of his timid expression. This about the snake in there? You saw a snake? Definitely saw a tail move. Is that your pet? Yes. Convincing. Should I call animal control then? That won't be necessary. Just leave now. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't want to come back here tomorrow and find you swallowed whole. Then don't come back. You're smelly. What? Sorry, you're not smelly. You said your name was Disdonn before, right? Yeah. I could have told you that directly instead of whispering it in the dark. Why'd you turn all the lights off? I was sleeping or taking a nap. When his mouth opens up wide enough, you could swear you see a forked tongue. Peering behind the man, you notice that the large snake tail is now closer to the door. It's a stretch, but you're half snake. The man recoils in melodramatic disgust. He's not a very good actor. How dare you think I'm a snake? Sneaky snake. Excuse me? Why would you even suggest? That's not even possible. Would you be freaked out if I was, though? Everybody's a monster in this game. Why would I be freaked out? Yeah, I thought so. Let's see here. You're called Lamae, right? I've never heard of snake people, so I wouldn't know. It's understandable for him to be wary about the topic. Lamae are considerably rare and dangerous monsters. Also buff. You feel at ease around the librarian, but now you're wondering if you seemed nice will be your last words. Look, I promise I'm not gonna freak out. On its own, the snake tail isn't that weird.
But other people have legs. All humanoids have legs and feet. Non-scary normal feet that they use to walk in with and around and other humanoids.
That is what legs do, yes. You're still a person, though.
Okay, if you're sure.
He moves out from behind the door, revealing the long tail that extends from the trim of his dress to the ground. The red and black scales melt into the dark interior of the library and fade back into where the tail's tips lies. You know these rare half-snakes are usually called lamai, although most just refer to them as sneopole, snake people. Despite mysticality around their existence, seeing lamia in person is less unsettling than you thought it would be. Man squints a little at the sunlight, but returns unblinking eye contact with you.
Are you really just here for the job opening?
Yeah, well, also maybe to read. Sighs melodramatically.
I just wanted to feel like I was making an effort. I didn't actually want someone to look at the posting. You're too freaked out to still be interested in a job anyway, right?
He seems awfully self-conscious about this. You can understand why. Lamai are incredibly rare, inspiring, haunting urban legends of taking out giants with their venomous fangs and swallowing humans whole. Ow. It's now difficult not to notice the sharp teeth and muscular tail. All of it's making your heart pound. Play cool. I don't see an issue. Nothing weird here. It sounded reasonably convincing. Now you just need to smile and stop talking. There are a few snake people on my mother's side, actually. Oh no, not again. I'm not shutting up.
Really? That's odd.
What are you talking about? Nothing weird about snake people. Ah, shit. Oh, here it comes. He's a man-eater. I'm so old to know that song. How did you escape Bruce? Were you hiding behind something? What are you talking about? Nothing weird about snake people. No one has ever said anything weird about Lemay or their horrifying bloodlust. I should know what with my grandfather being a snake person himself. God, you really out to make the worst decisions possible today. Ah!
I'm pretty certain there aren't any Lemay outside of my family on this side of the world. Oh, you must be my cousin.
What? No. You didn't mean to yell, but it got strange too quickly. You make the executive decision to backtrack. I'm not freaked out. And I lied, and I'm sorry. Smooth. Despite your floundering, librarian doesn't look upset.
You were lying? What a turn of events. I couldn't even tell. This is an awfully exciting interaction.
Doesn't seem to be joking. Is he really that big of a himbo? You know, himbo. Buff bimbo.
So you're definitely not related to me, right?
No, I was lying. Badly.
That's a relief. You're very... never mind. Just assume that anything you've heard about my family isn't true if you can. I promise not to eat you in your sleep.
Some people might be into that. You're still mildly afraid, but this is probably the most calming presence you've met today.
I never did introduce myself, did I? I'm Basil, like the plant.
God, is the Twitch app being that much of a dick? Check. Dropping a couple frames. But not much. I think it's the Twitch app that's being a dick. Sorry, you probably know what basil is. I thought that it would be a fun fact. Anyway, I prefer you pronounce it basil, not basil. Basil sounds nasty. Basil. No problem, Basil. That's a lovely name. He looks like he badly wants to hug you, but he can't work up the nerve. Disdonn, you'll come by again soon? Yes, I can. You let me know if you change your mind about hiring? Yes, you'll be the absolute first to know. Except that I definitely won't be hiring, ever. Okay, bye. With a surprising amount of force, Basil slams the door shut. Not a second passes before it creaks open and hushed jiggling sounds from within the library. You stand silently for a moment, still taking in the strange interaction. A slip of paper appears at your feet from under the door. The business card for the Antique Tattoo Parlor. Unfortunately, you tanked your interview at Antique Tap pretty bad. It's already 6 p.m. You should probably just call it a day. You did get a high-paying job offer, but that ghost was an asshole. Maybe I should just relax for the night. It's time to party with Paul. Pull up Paul's number once you're on the sidewalk. He put his name in as Bone Zone. The scary man responds to your text before you even send it. It reads, "Find me a parish." Oh God, you hear Paul's motorcycle good 10 seconds before you see it on the other side of the street. Enthused by your panic, he stands up from his bike to beckon you closer. Every impulse you have to get the fuck out of here is shut down by the desire to know Paul better. You jog over to the good time that awaits you. Disdonn, how's it going? You're shocked he remembered your name. Hi, Paul, have you been following me? Nah, I was cruising through on my way to the bar. It ain't Big Town. Yeah, of course. Are you meeting anyone at this bar? He flashes his fangs. Who knows? Might fuck around and make some friends. Gotta show off this new tattoo to somebody. He flexes at you. Your horrific sketch from the Inky Cap interview staring into your soul from his wrist. Oh God, he did get it. Wait, how did you? That's not... Yeah, I had Sam do it. Looks good, right? It's a sin. Please, God, wear long sleeves. That would be the greatest sin of all. Paul's wearing the ugly ass bee. Basically just yellow and black scribbles. Okay, I'm gonna need to go home and reconsider my existence. Because suicide is painless. It brings on many change. No, don't despair on my account. I am gonna miss it, but I miss you more. Paul kisses his wrist and sheds a fake tear. When he pulls his face away, the skin is yet again bare, save for a lipstick stain. I've never met a humanoid who could do that. Plenty more where that came from. Come on, I'll show you after a good few eyes of disturbing the peace. All you've done around him is sweat and ruin things, so it's unclear why he's expressing interest in you. Why wouldn't I be interested in you? I know a cool motherfucker when I see one. Oh fuck. Can you read minds? Only the gay ones. That's what you should start using as a pickup line, Bewitched. If you guess things from people, it's like, I can read minds, but only gay ones. Only himbos. You're gonna pass out.
Get it. You got an expressive face, that's all. Not a good liar, are you?
He already knows the answer.
That makes two of us. I hope you hopping on my bike, or should I find another big, strong, platonic friend to jump with me?
You nod feverishly. This is the exact kind of adventure you need. Bar hopping with a demon. Paul careens down the road until you're outside of an inconspicuous bar lit only by a neon sign and Paul's headlight. You sure this is the place? Doesn't look any different than the other 5 blocks we passed through. Before I started speaking, I read that line, so give me a second to compose myself. 'Cause
yeah, I've been trying to convince the owner to install glow-in-the-dark stripper poles along the entrance to lure more gays. Functional too. You can dance while you wait to get in.
glow-in-the-dark stripper pole. Oh boy. I don't know about you, but now I want one.
You're a genius. I knew you had good taste. Let's head in.
Going to a gay bar. The lighting in this place is very pastel and rainbowy. No one pays much attention to you when you walk in, but an infectious cackle from Paul makes every head turn.
Y'all won't wait up long, will you?
Crowd roars. There must be a good 50 bisexuals storming the door, instantly vying for Paul's attention. Are these your friends?
Yep, friends of Dorothy and anyone who's chill with me.
So everyone alive. You can't imagine maintaining that many connections, but Paul addresses every member of the horde by name on his way to the bar.
Make for some room, sinners. I got a special guest.
Ooh, Paul's got a date. Paul gasps, widening his eyes in mock despair.
You're embarrassing me. Disdonn's gonna think I like him.
I don't think I can believe you on that. You glance over your shoulder at the dispersing crowd. They're all extremely hot. Obviously.
Well, I don't like anyone romantically. Doesn't mean we can't hang out.
You sure you don't want to hang out with your hotter friends? I can't guarantee I'll be as fun. Paul leans against the bar and studies you.
You've had a long day, huh?
I guess so.
Take it easy before letting me rope you into anything too wild. You deserve a break.
Snaps his fingers and the bartender rushes over. She blends and pours the fruitiest cocktail you've ever laid eyes on. It looks to be made of entirely pink food coloring and slush. So you're not sure where the 6 different spirits you saw her pour in ended up. I'm gonna be drunk. Paul sips on it through the bendy straw.
What? These little shits get you buzzed at just the right pace. They go down way easier than scotch too. I'll marvel at any fucker who can chug straight liquor and enjoy it.
I think you have something in common with Paul, Steve. This is fucking great.
Or whatever you like, I'm buying. Order whatever you like, I'm buying.
Every word out of his mouth always sounds so intense, but that last part was especially biting. I can drink anything straight as long as I can drink it. Straight vodka is pretty damn good. If it's good vodka. Is that a challenge? holds his gaze steady. Bartender clears her throat.
What'll it be?
Scotch and regret. I'm going with scotch and regret here. I prefer a real drink. Give me whatever scotch you can recommend. On the rocks. Oh, is that all it takes to rile you up? Bartender shrugs. She pours a shot over ice, which you now realize you have to drink. Maybe you won't taste it if you knock it back quick. There are 2 huge chunks of ice in the way, though. You weren't entirely sure what on the rocks meant when you said it. Paul's vested interest wills your hand to the glass and up to your mouth. Maybe just a tiny sip. Jesus Christ. Malt-flavored rubbing alcohol. Even a tiny swig singes your throat like frostbite when you swallow. Sweating and by some miracle keeping a straight face, you meet Paul's stare. How is it? Trying to talk does you in. Either the movement of your vocal cords or taking in air as you sputtering uncontrollably for tens of seconds. Paul doesn't seem surprised. Hang in there, Carol, some water. Already got it made. I didn't believe in you for a second. Cool. You wash down as much of the scotch residue as you can. Paul claps you on the back and giggles. When you commit, you commit. I prefer you don't commit to lying to me, but fuck with it. Come on, let yourself have some fun. He nods towards the dance floor, beckoning you forward without breaking an eye contact. Grab hold of your drink and let him sweep you along. You lose Paul almost immediately. Strangers' body parts bumping against your shoulders make you hold your breath every time. You feel perpetually in the way, especially given how much better these people are at dancing than you. Disdonn! Paul appears at your side without warning. Need a partner? You're the only person I know here. Please, never leave again. Gives you a lazy salute. Takes your hand. With Paul this close, you smell the perfume on his fur collar. Glance up at his face, surprised to find such warmth in his eyes. Count on you to let me know if you're uncomfy. Hope this isn't too intense for you. I'm good. Not used to being around this many people, but I'm good. Probably made a good dozen new friends by escorting me here. Better get used to the attention. God, I wish I had an ego like yours. I'd give it to you if I could. I don't humor bad people, that's all I meant. My friends know that, so now we all know you're not so bad. There are 100 questions nagging at you to ask, but you should maybe be playing your cards carefully around someone with this much power. Go ahead. Ask whatever you want. I'm worse at lying than you, I promise. Okay. You have a lot of friends. How do you keep them entertained without getting overwhelmed? Don't remember anyone ever asking me that one. Well, it's not too hard when you got nothing but free time. Nice sense of security having an army of fella gays. Yeah, I guess that's why I feel in that way here. Or why I feel in the way here. You're spending time with me instead of the people you like. It feels like you're gonna murder me. The entire tri-state area is gonna help you cover it up. Not that I would object. Shit, sorry to make you feel gross. Knowing you got a support system makes me feel better when I'm losing it. Wanted you to feel that safety in numbers. Oh, thanks, Paul. Sorry for the accusation. I don't care much for my morality. But I gotta make an effort. Mortality. Respectable. For real, I'd never hurt my friend. Without consent. Oh, I should also ask. I've been nagging at you for a while, so that's clear. You called me buddy and friend a few times now. Are we on a date? I forget. Some people can't clock me as aromantic. I go on dates with friends, but they ain't romantic kind. looking more for an accomplice than a spouse, you know.
Ah, I gotcha. So I'm your friend?
My favorite so far.
Not Ace, but Arrow. Just like, I'm in for a fuck, but doesn't have to come up, be all touchy-feely. Oh, come on. I bet you say that to all your queer platonic dates.
Yeah, I mean it. You got a certain way about you, Disdonn. Don't take that lightly. I'm a damn good judge of character.
Shit, your heart beats faster than you'd like to admit when he compliments you. It's pretty rare to know someone without being worried sick over whether they like being around you. Paul on his bottomless well of confidence, though you can't imagine he has any need to lie about his intentions.
Ugh, been talking about me too long. Your turn.
Okay, I got a job offer today. It's the worst work environment I've ever witnessed, but I can't complain.
Promising start, where'd you end up?
I don't even know how to describe it. It's a receptionist position, I think. You don't believe it, but the guy who wants to hire me is a ghost. He's been around for centuries. Centuries! Paul chugs the last of his drink.
That'd be Godfrey. He's not as big of a threat as he seems. Give it a day.
Jesus Christ, Paul. Are you friends with every gay undead in town? Yes! Calling it like I see it.
It wasn't easy, but I got her done.
I take it he won't steal my soul when I sign a contract with him.
That bitch barely wants his own soul. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he wants to pay someone to listen to his old man complaints. I know, easy money. And Godfrey is very easy money.
Shit, I should set an alarm for tomorrow morning then. He wants me there at 8.
Don't sweat it, he won't be up until 3 in the afternoon. We call it a night to be safe. Oh, then find just a designated driver.
Right, your car's miles away, and you don't trust yourself to operate Paul's motorcycle. He peers around the room. Not many strong contenders for passing sobriety tests. Paul's eyes land on an indistinguishable mass at a corner booth. He blinked and he's already halfway across the club.
Boris, that you, buddy?
Who's Boris? Name sounds familiar. You elbow your way through the crowd after Paul. It's Spider Dude! Music's much quieter in this section of the club. Paul doesn't seem any less wild, though. He's got a familiar face and a hopefully friendly headlock. Little tight there.
It's your penance. You should have told me you were gonna be here tonight.
It's the coffee, Spider!
I wasn't planning on it. Work was rough, so I ended up needing a drink. I mixed up nearly every order. I spent spilled $10 of coffee, called it an innocent bystander.
Wasn't that bad, really. He squints in your direction. It takes him a good bit of glasses adjusting to recognize you.
Disdonn! Oh, God! This is the worst day of my life!
Boris! It's okay, Boris. There's no hard feelings about the coffee. Spider guy. Spider guy. Got 8 legs. He's the spider guy. Blind as a bat. Looks big as fuck. Boris gently removes Paul's arm from his neck and tries to escape.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter. Shit's all good now.
Paul sits down at the booth, playfully punching one of Boris's biceps.
You want to head home with us? Disdonn's staying at our place tonight.
I am?
Oh yeah, I didn't ask you yet. The offer's open.
I'm not opposed. Hanging out with you beats suffering in my apartment.
Oh, you're friends with my brother
Oh, you're friends with my brother, Disdonn? I'm glad you got to meet him. Paul really knows how to celebrate a bad day.
The worry subsides from Boris's face. How are you two related?
We're not, technically. Father killed my father and then adopted me.
Paul? No.
Our mom was wildin'.
No. Paul's been my unofficial big brother since he moved here. He's the only person I talk to usually.
Really? How does that dynamic work?
He I can't explain it. Ace Arrow solidarity?
Boy, so you telling me you're gay? Sorry, I don't agree with that lifestyle. Ah!
Boris laughs under his breath as Paul does an exceptionally straight ally impression over his shoulder.
Alright, that's enough of you. I'm about ready to go if you trust me behind the wheel.
Given that the other options are you and Paul, you'll take your chances with Boris. Expected Paul's lair to be dreary with death around every corner. Is that a championship belt? And a skull. The decor is more laughable than intimidating, though.
Don't look too closely at anything. We haven't cleaned in a while.
I welcome the roaches with open arms. You can crash here for as long as you want if you promise to feed them a few crumbs every now and then.
Tooth-shaped pillows and a skull. I know, right? For real? You'll be my salvation from the screamful terrors?
Hell yeah, Boris, is that cool with you?
Sure, Paul never uses his bed, so there's plenty of room.
Yeah, I take a 3-month hibernation in the wintertime. Keeps me alert the rest of the year.
The anime music videos we blast at all hours of the night is, very soothing.
No one understands me like you, King.
Boris laughs and turns to the hallway.
Good to see you again, Disdonn. Please reconnect him with his brain cells, if you get the chance.
Connect him with his brain cells. Guy, lean back into the couch and initially realize how tired you are.
Been a long day, hasn't it? Wanna fuck?
He takes no prisoners. You've never been asked so bluntly before. Demon sex! Demon sex! Demon sex! Are your powers confined to tattoo removal? Shit's about to go down. He grins and offers you a hand. You yank to your feet when you take it.
I can take all sorts of things off my body.
He grabs his tits, and the mesh crop top containing them melts away.
Oh, look at that! Has a mind of its own sometimes.
You'll certainly choke if you try to banter back again, so you'll bite your lip instead.
Don't be shy.
Tentatively run your hands along his chest, feeling his hands claw into your ass in response. Oh! Paul lisks his tusks, his eyes taking in every inch of you.
You weren't planning on sleeping tonight, were you?
No, sir. Sure, you didn't need to walk tomorrow anyway. When did you fall asleep? A bit of light seeps through your eyelids. The bed you lie in is warm, but you don't feel anyone next to you. Ugh, my neck. Did I sleep on a boulder? Probably Paul's shoulder. Worthy cause. Anyhow, it's a good thing you don't have classes now that you're graduated. No more worrying about being late for... I'm late for work! Well, shit, you are. You hadn't convinced yourself to take Godfrey's offer yet, but you're feeling spry this morning. Paul seemed down for trusting the man. He knows everything, probably. You can quit after the first paycheck comes in anyway. The moment you throw open the front door, you grind your teeth at the creaking hinges and shield your face from the dust. Godfrey is nowhere in sight. So you call for him through the panting press. Count Godfrey, we agreed on... Check your watch. 10:30 a.m. for my starting shift, right? I definitely remember you starting that. Familiar moan of despair sounds out, but it's a little less different today. Sounds muffled and yet directly under your nose. As the wail sounds again, you realize your foot is vibrating. The dusty white sheet under your shoes is an odd choice of foyer decor. Was this here yesterday? Oh, Godfrey!
You lift up your foot, revealing 2 eye holes in the sheet. It wails again. Woo! You okay? Lift up the sheet. It retains its stiff posture while you remove your hands. It's all over. He's in bad shape. This old bitch would hardly give you a straight answer when he had visible mouth. But now you'll need expert tact to question him in this state. Come on, you old. What are you saying? Heard me, old. You forget to put in your hearing aids this morning. You bitch! I'm 36! Yes! Yes! I am officially 1 year away from being an old man! Get off my lawn, youths! Get off my fucking lawn! For how many years now? 7,000? The sheet suddenly grows shoulders. You wouldn't have noticed if they weren't shaking with laughter, evidently. You didn't think Godfrey was capable of joy. "7,000 years, of course, back when dinosaurs ruled the earth and I was but a budding teenager." You accused me of not being able to read yesterday. I deserve this one. You deserve nothing. That's fucking good. He decides to greet you in a fucking sheet. It's called the old ghost is fucking just trying to get your goat. I think he's just lonely. Much more alive for reasons he will deny for centuries, Godfrey awkwardly throws handfuls of huge sheet over his head until it falls to the ground behind him and disappears in a cloud of dust. Your day one conduct has been inappropriate thus far. Count your blessings that we have more important matters to discuss. Are you gonna tell me what turned you into a sheet ghost? Not letting that one go. I may have plunged into the depths of despair for a moment. It happens from time to time. Melodramatic ghost, got it. Looking over my files this morning, it appears that some things are not what I presumed them to be. My former assistant, Manfred, has put all of my assets under his name. Is that legal? He needs the approval of the owner to do that, right? He hands me so many papers to endorse every day. I'm hearing that you let a twink scam you out of your entire company. I do not let anyone do anything with my money, peasant, especially not twinks. Especially not twinks, huh? He waves a hand over the pile of dust beneath him, and a few dozen complicated legal documents float in the air between you. Ghosts have few legal protections. To my knowledge, I'm the only one stubborn, sad, and gay enough to fester in the mortal realm long enough to require such protection. Disgusted, he flicks a long black hair off of one of the documents. One of my past assistants took the liberty of declaring me double dead and signing over the company's assets to himself. It must have been my most recent Manfred's great-grandfather. They were never loyal after that one. Fuck twinks. I mean, I might. Have you ever considered hiring on any basis other than nepotism? No. Okay, so it's not even illegal. It was doomed to happen for hundreds of years, and you deserved it. You're fucked. See ya. You turn to step back outside. The heavy doors slam shut before you can approach them. Godfrey circles you. Unacceptable! You find out where Manfred resides and convince him to surrender my assets by whatever means necessary. This is an order from a superior. That's not how laws work, Godfrey. Who cares? Seduce him or something and get the money back. What was this about fucking twinks now? I have a feeling I might actually be fucking a twink. This is fucking hilarious. There's routes with every character in the game, too. And part of them are based on what college you picked. He sure shifted his tones quickly. You study his face and replay his voice into your head. I will not be kept waiting. Assure me that you will not fail or accept your fate. Alongside his self-entitlement and anger is a deep and obvious well of desperation. You're not usually confident enough to con people, but you're broke enough to test Boris's assertion that Godfrey won't harm you. That's asking a lot of someone who's working for free. I don't think I like you enough to handle such a big favor. I have resources to ensure you never worry about your financial security again. You need to get it back to me first. Dance back the front day. Jesus fucking Christ, fine. He snaps and a pen whizzes through his body from across the room. It halts midair between the two of you before scribbling frantically on one of the documents surrounding Godfrey. Return my assets and I'll sign your first paycheck today. Should I not follow through, I'll sign over my soul to you. What? I don't want an old ghost soul. It is my one remaining asset. You have a physical deed for your fucking consciousness? I'm either gonna be rich or own a ghost. One must stay organized. Is it enough for you or not? Already on a bad decision streak. Godfrey shudders, nods, and sends the document floating to you. It looks legitimate enough, though admittedly you've never seen a soul deed anywhere but in a children's cartoon before. Best of luck! Are you gonna help me find his address? I would rather see you and how you handle a task like this on your own. It builds character. He runs a hand through his hair and floats through into the wall, leaving you to do all his work. Great. You're not done internalizing what the fuck just transpired when your phone's ringtone cuts off your train of thought. Fuck, it's Paul. He's only the coolest person around. Hey, Paul. What's up? I said stay panic. Nope, just regular panic. Where'd you end up last night? Sorry about that. Friend called me up worried about some big party. He needed a familiar face to go with, so I rolled out before you dozed off. Were you able to walk straight this morning? I managed. Shoot, I'll get you next time. So, I'm at Godfrey's right now. He's already given me an impossible task with no guidance. Oh, he likes you. I still can't believe you know him. Oh shit, you wouldn't have to know Manfred too, would you? Yeah, he hosted the party I went to. Still here, actually. Half the guests are asleep on me. Send me an address and I'll help shovel them off of you. Such a sweetheart. Come over whenever. Oh, obligatory work quest bonding. Thrills a minute, baby. I'll steal something from the fridge for you. He hangs up mid-cackle. Oh, god damn it.
You were expecting a college dorm, but this relatively upper-class house bodes well for the kind of salary Godfrey's assistants get.
You don't even have to knock before Paul flings the door open. Hey, Disdonn, don't look now, but someone's not happy to see you.
You spot a streak of neon green hair from over Paul's shoulder.
Close the door, God. You heard him. Come on in, Disdonn. I said no after a party.
The edgy twig shoves past Paul to stare you down with dead eyes on the porch.
Oh, Disdonn, huh?
Stares you down with dead eyes. You're incapable of taking him serious with that heinous wallet chain and zipper's aesthetic. But your nerves are still getting to you. Yeah, we met yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Right, I've been told that you left with all of Godfrey's money, and I'm supposed to get it back for him before I get paid.
So you took that job? Have fun with the world's most boring bitch.
I'm only doing it for the paycheck, believe me, but I do need that paycheck real quick, so...
Fuck a paycheck. That job makes you the owner of bitch.
The owner of what?
Bitch. It's Godfrey's company. BTCH. I don't know what it stands for, and I doubt anyone remembers what it did. My dad retired and gave me the job last month.
I guess I shouldn't expect anything different. He wants me to put the company in his name now, though.
Too bad. Sold the whole thing yesterday. Really? That was all the old bitch had to carry on for? Did you not tell Godfrey about this? I wanted to see how long it would take him to figure it out. Maybe I'll spend it all out before you take over. Just make sure he never sees a dime of it again. Respectable hustle.
I don't care about his feelings either, but I do have a direct emotional tie to his money, so...
It was never his to begin with, even when it was in his name. No one alive or undead right now earned a cent of it. But you know, you're just tired and hot enough to make me think you wouldn't do too bad with all that cash. You're the legal owner of it when you sign this dumb papers anyway. Make me a deal. I might be feeling generous enough not to buy his yacht online right now. Shit, how much money did Godfrey have? None, I guess. I'd get that in cash if I were you. Go ahead and Disdonn, what do I get in return?
A hot date, violence, or friendship?
Violence!
Godfrey did say to use any means necessary. You don't have to entertain your ideas, not when I've got... Shit, what weapons of mass destruction is.
Alright, Paul. I've got a demon!
Gesture dramatically to Paul. Paul's great.
Who, me? I would never threaten someone as a good Christian woman. I should stay out of this.
Paul puts his hand up in mock surrender and brushes past you to wait in the driveway. Wait, Paul, this isn't the best time to be joking around. Come on, can't you kick him with your cloven hooves? Just once? A demon saying they're a good Christian woman. I swear, Paul is the greatest.
No can do. Repentant in solitude.
Paul is pacing around the bushes near the driveway. He folds his hands and keeps his eyes on the ground. Manfred's ego is expanded past the point of containment when you look back at him. Oh, poor thing. You thought you could threaten me? Paul doesn't give a shit about you. He's got 50 too many friends to go to war over you. Yeah, I know. Hi! Paul examines the remaining rocks in his hands. Was that one too big? Maybe if I really hurl this little guy. Without warning, he rears back and hucks a stone through another of Manfred's windows. Vandalism! Paul, for fuck's sake. What was that? Did you say here's the money, Disdonn? Sorry for being a dick. You've never felt so calm by someone hurling blunt weapons at a house. Head up, hassle, thrown with glass house, throwing stones around. You must have been high. You've never felt so calm by someone hurling blunt weapons at a house. Having Paul back you up is a confusing honor. Speak up, Manfred. My arm's not anywhere near tired yet. All right. God, if one more person calls me Manfred. That's not your name? No, it was like my great-great-grandfather's name. That old bitch Godfrey never bothered to learn any others ones since. Mine is Seth. Like Sephiroth. And, oh, by the way, has been for like 2 years. Only 2? Trans rights. Aw, twinsies. How did you not know this? I see you shopping at Angel or Devil every Friday. You never clock me? Is Angel or Devil the expensive energy store in the mall? Yeah, I shoplift hair dye from there somewhere at times. Sorry, Seth. You're too greasy for my radar to pick up. Oh! Bam! Your name is short for Sephiroth, isn't it? I'm not ashamed of my actions. Fucking called it. Fucking weeb. Trans rights, but still, weeboo. Great, cool. I now realize that Godfrey never asked for my name. He's never gonna ask for my name, is he? Welcome to hell. Don't let the entitled prick have any unless he works for it. Got it? So much power. Better you have it than him. Enjoy the 2 mil. Manfred, or Seth, slinks back inside and slams the door. You and Paul look expectantly at each other, but neither of you know what you're supposed to do now. Do I have $2 million fucking dollars? I don't know shit about cash. Too hard to clean. But just for the drama, I choose to believe that you have $2 million fucking dollars. Doom Ghost says money. You didn't say hi when I came in. Godfrey temporarily breaks out of his stupor. He doesn't seem to have internalized the news that you dropped on him yet. What? Don't act like you can't remember me. It's been here like 3 times. Walk off. I shouldn't be allowing you in my home. We leave? I know this is a lot. Oh, I have your soul deed too. I don't need to collect since I have all of your money now. Ruthless. Sorry, here you go. Godfrey's arms are permanently folded, so you place the document in his robe pockets. He stares down at you in cold silence. You want us to leave? No. He touches the deed you place in his pocket. You don't know when to take all you can and run. I appreciate that trait in a subordinate. Disdonn, was it? There's much to be done if we're to move forward. Repression, the old standby. Excellent choice. There's nothing of me to repress. I can barely recall what function my company served. That's a fair sign that it's time to move on, is it not? A deal is a deal. It is done. Takes a deep breath as if he has working lungs that need oxygen. We will start anew. You are technically the owner of my money as of now, but then it's my money. Shush, you have no experience handling that level of fiscal responsibility. So I will allow you to consult me for expert advice. Poor shaming followed by begging for a job. Your tact speaks volumes. I own Ghost. I own House. I own everything. Fuck you. Wait, eat the rich. Shit, that means me now. Fuck, I now have an opinion on the estate tax. It can't, honestly. Shush, that money is useless if it sits in a bank, whether it be mine or yours. Contribute something to the world, or you'll be dead and forgotten within the century. Godfrey's fuming. The cat statues behind him shake violently, the curtains whipping from side to side. He is poltergeisting. You will be useless. You will have no one. No one. Yikes. Paul looks less than concerned. Easy fix. You surprised? Take Ghost Stick. Nobody even mentioned Ghost Sticks. I swear to God, that one's gonna come back as necessary. Because nobody mentioned Ghost Sticks. It's been a thing for years. To your surprise, Godfrey stays put as Paul barrels towards him at top speed. They're possibly the two most intense people you've met in your life. It's so especially strange to see them settling into a hug. The vases and curtains behind Godfrey ease back to their natural positions as Paul squeezes them tighter. No one mentioned Ghost Sticks. There we go. We gotta get you a roommate. Godfrey slumps further into Paul's arms. It's hard to feel bad for an entitled former millionaire, but the miserable bitch makes for a good example. You don't want to sit on all that money and just end up like him. I think I'll try something different and learn from my mistakes, Godfrey. I remember almost 3 things from my economic class. That's enough to start my own business, right? Godfrey's mouth is squished into Paul's bicep, but his eyes are wide with fury. Oh, you need someone who knows about handling large sums of money then? Godfrey, you might not be completely destitute after all. Well, might not want it, but you definitely need it. You cried when you got your first utility bill last month, and Godfrey seems to know that by looking at you. Still, no one said you had to make a need out of them. Go in for a group. I'll need to assess a few things before I agree to hire you, Godfrey. Gently hug against Godfrey's waist since Paul's arms are locked around his neck. He rolls his eyes and wriggles his head free. What are you doing? Establishing a positive workplace environment. Ugh! You want to be set free now? Yeah, but incorporeal. It would just be cold. Well, do as you wish. Godfrey's robe is made of fine silk. A thick layer of dust is beaten out of it as Paul slaps you both on the back. After one more gentle squeeze, Paul steps back from the bear hug and beams at you. We're all settled then. I've got a few ideas. We'll talk them out tomorrow. Paul's phone buzzes from his pocket. God, I was wondering if this thing was dead. It's usually going off non-stop. The first time since you met him, his face falls. I'm gonna head home. Good? Yeah, it'll be fine. Boris had another rough day, poor kid. Aren't you two the same age? The same way that Guardian Free and I are the same age. So not at all, but basically yes. Anyway, he slaps Godfrey on the back. Ugh. Nice tits and have a good day. The tightest tits in the game! You little... He moved to follow Paul out the door, but Godfrey blocks him. Leaving already, big shot business owner? Surely you know how much paperwork is involved in organizing a startup. Paperwork, right this second? No, of course not. You can do it tomorrow when it's built up even further. I figured a millionaire entrepreneur would how to manage his time. Your shoulders slump. Oh no, you're gonna have to spend the night at my place again to de-stress. I'll get snacks ready. Thanks, Paul. He blows a kiss at Godfrey and leaves, cackling over a joke you're not privy to. Bastard. Whatever, I drew up a better contract than the one from the 13th century while you were gone. Points to a comically large stack of papers on the table next to you. All of that? You were gone for like an hour. I'm very talented. Time to read, if you know how. Return for mournful wailing. You sit down and brace yourself for a long day. Thoughts of Paul keep you from falling asleep as hours drag on. Paperwork! Speaking of... Nothing. Nothing. Ugh. That dude never check his emails? Probably. Back at this. Talking with the devs. Checking messages. Ah, my fucking beard. An indoor beard. Hold on. Now I feel like I'm missing. Mournful wails. You don't find yourself back at Paul's house until late afternoon. That's strange. Paul usually appears from the shadows as soon as you'll dare to think about him. You home, my guy? Sorry, I'll get out of the way. Glance around for Boris, and now that I think about it, the large heap of blankets in the middle of the living room floor didn't used to be there. Paul shambles from behind the lump. Hey, Disdonn, you mind handing me the tissue box? Sure, what's up? He looks down with concern at the heap of blankets on the lawn. It's a lie on the floor and wallow kind of day. That's Boris? Jesus, two men turned to linens before your eyes in one day. Paul takes the tissues from you, places the box on the ground, watches as it absorbed by the massive blankets. Muffled, thank you, sorry. This is illegal. People aren't allowed to make Boris sad. I know, it's his boss pitch. They know he doesn't work well under pressure. I don't think they have any concept of communication that isn't screaming. Yep. See how something looks off in his face. He's twitchy. Breathing's disturbed too. It sounds like an angry boar when he breathes. Ugh. No sorrow needed. I'll handle it. I want to know what that means. No. Be gay. Do crimes. The floor blankets ruffle and sniffle. Not bitch's fault. They're just like that. Uh-huh, no crack in the skulls of people you know. I remember. Let me wallow. I can handle a tough boss if I think my thoughts for a while. Sure would be nice if someone made him a lot less tough. Blankets deflate a bit. This feels like a pretty personal conversation, so it's a good thing you don't feel stressed at all. You're perfectly capable of backing out of the room respectively. Just kidding. Time to open your giant mouth. Depression, solidarity. You crouch down and pat the blankets gently. You're perfectly capable of solving your problems on your own terms, Boris. Your two angry bodyguards are just riled up because of how familiar a sight this is. Even the hottest of monsters aren't exempt from the brain fuckery. Paul crouches next to you. True than I like, buddy. You're startled by how somber his voice is now. Not letting you make yourself miserable over someone who ain't gonna care about you. Knowing we'd commit a felony for you might take some pressure off when you talk to the boss. Never hurts to have backup. Boris's eyes poke out of the fold in the blanket pile. I like contingency plans. I try not to drag other people into them. Me too. Overthinking alone in a dark room for 7 hours straight counts as planning, right? Especially if it's planning a murder. Or other crimes. Sounds even worse out loud than it does repeating in your head at 3 a.m. Yeah, maybe take Paul's support as a blessing. Maybe you're right. My scary big brother's never done me wrong before. Boris emerges from the blankets, shaking softly. Poor Boris, he's still got coffee cups. It's just like, ran away from work holding the coffee cups that he had, just under the blankets, holding the coffee cups, just rocking back and forth like, I did bad. Feel so bad for Boris. Boris is such a poor boy. Makes me feel better to know you care. Maybe just care without literal murder involved. My wife tells me that a lot. For you, I'll consider it. Thanks. Yep. That is literally... Boris is so relatable. Paul is the best. Boris is relatable. Godfrey's dramatic. We haven't seen nearly enough of Basil. He struggles to look you in the eye. I think I'll go sleep for 17 hours now. Sorry I had to witness that, Disdonn. No worries, I'm strong. I'm no stranger to floor blanket anxiety attacks. Boris gives a feeble smile and heads for his room. God, the writing is so good. Relatable writing is good. The jokes are good. Yes! Boris must be protected. The Spooner Man must be protected. He is ours to protect. As soon as he leaves, Paul... something. You're in danger, human. As soon as he leaves, Paul tucks his arm under yours and drags you towards the couch. You're in danger, human. I am? Oh, you keep being cool and I keep wanting to know you more. You're never getting out of this friendship at that rate. Never could have anticipated this fate. I guess I'll die. You fool. He hugs you tight. Maybe by now you've learned to turn your cheek to avoid a mouthful of faux fur from his collar. I'm gonna be by your side for eternity, bitch. This is such a weird plot. Your limbs feel heavy the next morning. It's still hard to process that you're a millionaire with full reign to start your dream business, especially since you're drawing a blank on what your dreams might be. Besides, all your dumb brain wants to think about is Paul. Can I just be trophy spouse? That is still an option. Set your own schedule now, but routine morning anxiety commands you to get your ass up. It's called Get Up! Little Susie, wake up! I was a little worried last night. Why can't I stop thinking about that? Drowning looks so wrong on him. You wouldn't normally be concerned, but you're having a hard time coming up with anything that would bother someone so confident. You find an excuse to see him later. You'll find an excuse to see him later. Meantime, you have plenty of other things to feed your anxiety. First on the list, more crippling weight and no fucking clue what you're doing, newfound millionaire. It's fine. I have plenty of good ideas for a sustainable, helpful business. I'll start a farm. A pot farm. If that's literally one of the options, I will laugh. You'll probably fuck it all up. At least you managed to cobble together a few business ideas to pitch. You pulled your favorite from business pitch project that you had to do in junior year. A gay pot farm. Hopefully Godfrey doesn't immediately recognize that you have no experience, tenacity, or credentials. Thinking sucks. Godfrey is outside of his house for once. Frantically shuffles a few papers, makes an effort to look even more impatient than when he spots you. Hey, Godfrey. A little late, aren't we? You have a concept of time in your old age? Get the fuck inside! Ghost just like, I ain't dealing with your shit today. Godfrey's great. Ah, he's spry. Glad to hear you're not a pile of linens on the floor this time. Excited about your first day of menial labor? He huffs and floats through the door. You jiggle the doorknob, but it won't budge. Godfrey, I'm still in the land of the living! A muffled scoff sounds through the door before a soft click. You'd better have some decent ideas for me. You have a metric shit ton of capital, so you'd better not waste it. Godfrey's just like, I wasted my money. I don't want you to waste my money. This is great. The front side of his papers face you amid is gesticulating. There's nothing on them. What you got there? Nothing. The most recent of 100 tasks I've been handling in your absence is all. Ah, the angry, gesturing document. Business essentials. Those. I need to know the nature of your business before we move forward with any more financing paperwork. I trust you have a pitch prepared. Right. I've been bouncing around a few ideas. There's one I'm really passionate about. Knock a bitch. So it's a stocking full of batteries, right? And there's a big blow-up doll. Go on. It's like you mix and match all these different hairstyles and clothes. It's like a really big fashion doll. And once it looks just like the person you want to commit a crime against, you ready an imaginary stocking of batteries and give it a good swing. Godfrey's concern deepens. It's catharsis. Physical assault rates would go way down. Just bap, bap, bap. Like those frickin' rooms where they buy dollar store glass and give you a sledgehammer. Rage room. I want to rage. I would like to rage. I see. He turns away from you deep in thought. A kid his age should be with his friends, not at home bopping his boppo. That joke is so many levels, it's great. My wife and I have been rewatching Gravity Falls again, and we got to part 2 of Weird Mageddon, and that whole ending sequence during the credits where the two sexy boys are pondering Sartre. It's like, yep, you can tell that this show has so many layers. It's got the kid show layer, it's got the teen show layer, it's got the adult cartoon layer. Like, the Rugrats did the same thing. Ren and Stimpy was way more mature. Like, good kids shows have layers. So that way the adults can catch shit the kids don't and actually enjoy watching it with them. Perhaps the general public is stupid enough to desire such a service. Even if it's marketable, I hate it. Okay, ouch, you got a better idea? He recognizes an opportunity to be a little shit and strikes out without hesitation. Me? I couldn't possibly have a say in the course of your business. I'm just the financial advisor. I don't particularly care about his opinion either way. Perhaps it's your opportunity to sneak off and see Paul. If that's how you're gonna be, I'll ask someone else's house. Help. What? You just got here. He hovers between you and the door, baffled that his actions have consequences. The what? The consequences of my actions? I've never had to deal with those. I'm making him feel human again. There's plenty of inspiration out in the wild. I'll go hunt some down and report back. The frown lines in the corner of Godfrey's mouth deepen. Is that okay, Your Highness? Okay, this is fucking great. Do as you wish. Write down my phonograph number in case you require an adult. Because a phonograph is totally a phone. You know what a cell phone is, you fraud. Shush. He holds his ancient BlackBerry at arm's length from his face and squints. You jot down the phone number he reads off. I love how they're saying Blackberries are ancient. Oh, writing is so good. Got it. I might be gone for a while. Lots of research to do. Oh, lovely. If you slack off for long enough, I'll have my money back in wages without lifting a finger. There's still time to hang with Paul, though. You send him a text that you're on break, accompanied by an ample supply of heart emoticons, and he immediately replies with his location. Shocker, he's getting another tattoo. I love this thing. Here, let me show what I've got the cell phone on. I bought this. It's so much nicer for holding the phone. Great. I can't remember if mine was with Virgin or T-Mobile. Yeah, I've got my cell phone on a little... in a cell phone holder on top of a tripod. It's great. I love it. Though it was deserted here last time, Paul's waiting in line today. A few patrons sitting in the waiting area cast glances over their shoulders at whoever Sam's got in the chair. It runs Pokemon. I haven't even played Pokemon Go in so long. Mostly because it was winter. Disdonn, glad you came. Sam had the audacity to not drop everything the moment I made my presence known. Homophobia everywhere you look. You know everyone in the world, right? How's she working on? Or who's she working on? Paul leans in and lowers his voice. You know, this one I've never cracked. Sam's been trying to make conversation too. He won't have it. It's hard to imagine someone not wanting to talk to Paul. Glance past him to get a good look at the situation. Oh shit. Foster has a way of ending up at the exact locations you stumble into. Get it? Stubble? Because Paul has stubble. Stumble. Just like in the buzzword lobby. He's staring straight forward with vacant eyes. Sam is over his shoulder with tattoo gun in hand. She clears her throat, visibly uncomfortable. So, you just moved here? That's identifying information. I forgot Foster's voice was supposed to be like Blanche plus Michael Jackson. Yep, you caught me. I'm trying to steal your identity. Foster's unresponsive. Cool, hey, you want to look at my progress back here? No thanks, I'll wait for... His eyes flicker over to the door where you stand with Paul's elbows resting on your shoulder. Disdonn, hi! Leaps up from his chair, causing Sam to lurch backwards. Hate it when they do that. Can you get the fuck back here, sir? Sorry, I didn't greet you when you came in, Disdonn. I couldn't see past him. Oof, hate me already? Buster ignores both him and Sam. His eyes never leave your face. Come look at my new tattoo. I think you'll really like it as a fellow gamer. Oh god, I haven't had time for video games in ages. I'll play Farming Simulator to de-stress if I'm on the brink of an anxiety attack, but that's... Hey! Stop calling me out, game. Stop calling me out. It's like it fucking knows what I've been doing. Right? Like... Fucking calling me out and shit. Oh, what are you getting a tattoo of then? Nothing, I came by to see Paul. What's up? Okay, next time then. You're not gonna let me permanently mark your body with the second half of this cringy gamer reference? No, dear God, no. Bye, Disdonn. I hope you have a super day. Tattoo removal clinic 2 streets over. Thank you. Foster shrugs on his jacket and walks out the door without another word. The other patrons stand to follow him now that the air in here is thick with hostility. Damn it, I was hoping to avoid working with Paul for another hour. Sam, what happened to romantic solidarity? We don't claim you. Ouch. Come over here and tell me what bullshit you want next. Paul is so fucking just... Paul rubs his hands together and squints at the ceiling for a moment before pulling up an image on his phone. An entire porn scene? Just the faces. Paul examines himself for some free real estate, then takes the opportunity to sneak a silent laugh before he sees. Sure let him get away with a lot. Can't beat a good sketchbook. He halfway waves goodbye to the potential customers now fleeing from the small lobby. Not that I'm practicing for much. I need to hire one of those cute depressionless receptionists of yore so I never have to make small talk again. Happy to keep you afloat until you're fully staffed. Things are just so fucking great. Everybody knows each other and the banter is great. Sam urges Paul to sit the fuck down before he starts touching all over her equipment. He reluctantly complies.
Oh, speaking of money, how are you treating Godfrey?
I loathe him. I loathe myself more, though, so he can stay. He wasn't thrilled with my business idea, as usual. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, you got swimming pools of cash at your disposal. Let the poor bitch borrow some spare business sense. The two share a knowing glance.
Right, I might have an idea.
Paul flexes his bicep, letting an unimpressed Sam sanitize the area.
I'll let you have it for free if you can guess it.
Oh, cool. All I need to do is guess the exact thoughts of an unpredictable chaos demon. It would be kind of lame to refuse, though, so... You want to convince a millionaire to loan you a few $1,000s?
How'd you know? I already used that one last week, but damn, you got good instinct.
Confirmed. I was subject to several hours of scheming last Tuesday. I knew it. You should convince anyone to do anything if you tried hard enough. It's evidenced by Sam's tolerance of you.
I fuck with the creativity, so I'll let you in on what my thinking. You ever been to a millionaire's house?
I've been to Godfrey's house.
Prime example, do you see a single object in that entry room that'll be missed?
Ah, robbery. Your idea is robbery. Be game. Do crimes.
More sophisticated, I wouldn't even need to sneak around to break in. But yeah, robbery.
Jesus Christ. Just straight up fucking robbery. What I need. Haven't even gotten to the identity theft yet.
Shush, you'll spoil the surprise. Okay, alright. So I keep my powers hit pretty low key. Don't scare anybody, but I can pull off some pretty wild shit.
I don't know what you could do to keep from getting caught immediately. You're a very recognizable person. Paul giggles under his breath. Sam pulls back his arm to the side to give him his limited moment.
You want to know my most devious power? I do excellent impressions.
Ah, you cruel bitch. Don't get my hopes up.
Dead serious, they're world class.
He'll bite. Alright, give me the demo.
Yes.
Looks around Sam. What? What? No, Jesus Christ, don't you dare.
What the fuck?
Pretty good, right? This one's my...
Pretty good, right? This is one of my favorites.
How dare you remind me that I can be perceived?
You can see how good your mascara looks now.
It's covered by your permanent goth eyeshadow.
Folks, bear with me for a sec. I need to demonstrate the skills I bring to the table.
Oh, we're doing an interview?
It's no fun by myself. Gotta have an accomplice or two to keep things interesting. I want to give more than just my ass back to the community. It's gonna be perfect. Your assets could donate everything we take and still pay the rent. Especially if that accomplice is you, baby.
Hey, make bedroom eyes in your own body. Paul gives you a final wink before obliging. That's incredible. Can all demons do that?
Technically, I'm the only one who finds it funny. Can't con my family into group antics.
Ah, so you're a unique asset to this company. Of fucking course I'm gonna hire you. You do need to get Godfrey on board, though. Good luck with that one. There's a distinct glow in his eyes when you say Godfrey's name.
Oh, he's gonna hate having me around every day.
Sounds about right. You could find less compatible employees if you... Couldn't find less compatible employees if you tried. Hostile work environment! Hostile work environment! Squatters' rights! Squatters' rights! Squatters' rights! Did you want me to finish your gay porn arm?
Wrap it up tomorrow. I have an ancient DILF to con.
DILF! More like G-DILF. You nod and open the door to leave. Paul stays put, blaring into his phone with purpose. Better get that out of your system. Godfrey's not going to throw a fit when he sees you on your phone.
How else are we gonna talk to him?
Muffled static sounds from Paul's phone. Where? Who? How do I work this? Oh, this is your conference room now? Cool, I'll be at the desk. Paul, you have Godfrey's number? Never mind, I'm not that surprised. He just looks so dour. Just like, I am pissed! Why dare you make me use a phone? Apollyon! What do you think you're doing with my subordinate? Disdonn, you keep horrible company. Godfrey, using my full name only makes you more attractive to dilk chasers. Ugh. Disdonn, you'd better not be consulting this brainlet for business inquiries. Now, that isn't how we treat new management. That's right, Paul is a pretty compelling business opportunity for us, so hear him out, assistant. The image quality is terrible, but you can still see Godfrey's eye twitching. Just twitch. Whole freaking head twitches. Just like, God damn it, I'm having a fucking seizure. Aw, poor old man's never been broke before. Tragic. Imagine keeping such poor track of your fortune that you're left destitute overnight. This is elder abuse. This is elder abuse. Oh my god. I'm broken. I'm fucking broken now. I'm the ghost of a 36-year-old. This is elder abuse. I'm gonna have to use that next time my wife accosts me. Be like, this is elder abuse. You're taking advantage of an old man. Don't worry about it, honey. I'm gonna do a lot with with Disdonn's investment. Sure, you'll see that reflected in a 10% raise 2 years from now. Elder abuse. Maybe. Or maybe I won't hire you at all, Paul. Apparently I keep horrible company. For fuck's sake, get over with it. I love a heartfelt introduction, alright. Slaps his hands together with enough force to make you flinch. You're well acquainted with my impressions, Godfrey. I don't recall. I've turned into 3 different kaiju, all for you to forget about it? He probably needs more details to remember. Please say more. That's enough. Proceed with your pitch. Been snooping around those networking websites, and I know for a fact that Buzzword Marketing's been clamoring for a partnership with this big dick sports drink company. I was thinking maybe the CEO swings into town and asks to check out some rich marketing executive mansions. And then, he disappears into the sunset with a trail of accusational news headlines about thievery in his wake. Maybe a few prize stocks go down, maybe men in suits kiss. You never know what happens. Godfrey furrows his brows. Details! Of course, Mr. Big Dick Sports Drink's name is Harry. Harry Big Dick! Where is something to throw? I don't have a hat down here. I have nothing to throw. Where is something to throw? I need to throw something right now. That is so bad. And he's the blandest motherfucker I've ever seen. Because all he is a hairy big dick. All I'll have to do is nod and mention the joy I get from denying time off requests a few times. Damn, that might work. There's a chance no one will even notice if we steal the right stuff. Rich people fling their valuables at each other all the time. What century is this? Did I miss the one where they legalized robbery? I mean, if you got enough money. Nope, crime is still illegal. Nope, crime is still legal. I see, you're propositioning me for a federal offense. He sounds a lot less dissuaded by it than you expected from a member of the medieval bourgeoisie. Disdonn, confirm Paul's abilities long term. I'm not convinced that he can stay focused on one form for an entire night. We could try it. Paul, can you practice looking like a stuffy rich man for an hour or so? Blech, that's the most boring part of all this. I'm sure you'll find a way to make it haunt my dreams. He's lost in thought for a moment. Well, I can make it happen. Yep. That's the image that greets you personally at the entrance to hell, alright. Well, hey, I don't look that disheveled. Actually, I don't. You stop that. Show some respect. Very well, let's set a few scenarios here, shall we? I must perform under pressure. You hate this. It is a golden opportunity to bully Godfrey, though, and you're not able to pass that up. Flirt relentlessly. Why, Godfrey, you look so much more handsome than you did this morning. How forward of you, Disdonn. I find myself drawn to you as well. That's quite enough. You mind if I come closer? Your robe looks so soft. I would be insulted if you refrained, in fact. The fabric is especially silky around the chest area. Enough! Fine, we'll work more on your entitled elite impersonation later. It was really good, though. How unfortunate. I was just getting into character. That is fucking hilarious. I can't even. This game is so funny. Yeah, I can handle an hour of that. Gotta research what this particular guy acts like, but every cis man is pretty much the same guy, so. Drink beer, watch football. Did I get it right? Try to find some video interviews he's done, just in case. Godfrey set up a meeting for next week. Oh, God. You want me to dig your grave? Fine. You're making an error if you expect Paul to be a reliable business partner. Did I ask you to roast my friend, assistant? Well, roasting Paul, I have a few choice stories about embarrassing things I've done with you, Godfrey. Never mind. Do as you wish. Screen shakes sporadically as Godfrey tries to find the button to hang up. You put him out of his misery and end the call yourself. Poor old man can't handle phone. How do you work this magical contraption? Takes a rare breed to make that man shut up. Good work as usual. Thanks, boss. That felt pretty good. Been a while since I've felt this excited about something. He rests one of the powerful cheekbones on the edge of his phone. Once Paul won't meet your gaze, seeing his face grow serious confirms that no moment in your life is allowed to be free of drama. I want to know what's wrong? I'm just bitching to myself. I feel some kind of way around you. Not sure if I'm allowed to hold on to it. Not usually that cryptic. Even Sam picks up on his tone and tilts her head at him from the desk. You don't have to explain anything to me. You're real with me on everything. I'm very, very bad at social cues, so that's top tier friend trait. That right? Paul has you wrapped up in an unsurprisingly strong hug before you know what's happening. You're a winner for sure, Disdonn. Come back to my place. Is that a threat? Only if you want it to be. Everything's more fun with you. I've never wanted to be someone's best friend so bad. The words give you pause. It's been a long time since you felt less at home with someone. Squeeze Paul tight as tight as you can, only letting go when Sam kicks the two of you out for PDA. I just noticed the coffee table is a coffin. It's a coffin table. That's great. Much like every other night this past week, you're scrutinizing Godfrey's communications with Buzzword. Everything has to look legit before you get anywhere near the crime scene. So it's imperative you stay.
Boris, I forgot how to drift again.
Paul isn't helping. I think it's the left trigger.
Which way is left?
Boris lifts up his 3 pairs of hands, each of which holds a controller. I'm already playing the other 3 characters. I can't also play for you.
Fuck.
You think this is a sign?
I can't read, Disdonn. You tell my hands which way is left?
Alright. I'm not say no to him, and he not even the cool kind. Reach across him and press down the left trigger. Activates a speed boost that rockets Paul's vehicle directly into a wall. End screen as mercy on him before he can cross the finish line.
Whoops. Don't whoops me, bitch. You sabotaged me. Get me back in there. I'm gonna run you over.
Maybe we take a break for a little while. I got some info on from Godfrey earlier on the Buzzword guy. Looks like we're running his life next Thursday. God, I'm starting to get tired. What happens when you need more coffee? I've been drinking lemonade all. Boris picks up a few wine bottles from the coffee table and makes room for the controllers. Paul refuses hand is over. I know you're not this sort of a loser. You obviously lost on purpose.
How dare you? I poured my last soul into the last 2 matches.
Sure you did. Paul blinks slowly, like a cat.
Dishonesty is wrong. I swore it off ages ago.
Paul, you're plotting to rob a millionaire's house, but lying is your moral breaking point.
See, there's always a reason to steal. Why the fuck would I lie, though? I got nothing to hide.
I'd argue that impersonation is lying.
Well, cool lying is fine.
Turn to Boris for help. He shrugs. Paul's just like that. Science can't explain it. You really should talk about your plans, though. I don't want you to get hurt.
I'm immortal.
You know what I mean? Boris glances between you and his brother.
It would fuck me up pretty bad if anything happened to you, Disdonn.
Paul rubs his eyes and stretches, conveniently wrapping his arm around your shoulder.
Lay it on me. Who's the lucky man?
He's a higher up at Buzzword named 404, some humanoid they programmed to enjoy paperwork. There's a slight issue, though. Glance down at a photo of a familiar Buzzword manager. He witnessed me embarrass myself in an interview a while back. He's efficient enough to manage the whole branch on his own. There's no other executives around. He's gonna recognize me immediately if I come with you.
No problem. I've been studying that CEO, Harry. No one's gonna question you if you're with him.
Ah, god damn it, Steve. You don't seem too nervous about this extremely high-stakes heist.
Nah, it'll work out. I'm on a lucky streak this year. Boris must be a good luck charm.
The good luck charm turns off the console. The abrupt stop of menu music leaves an unfamiliar silence. Paul's easy smile fades longer, looks at you. I don't want to press on anything, but you're looking at me funny. Do I need to know about something? Boris shifts his weight. Tries to make worried eye contact with Paul, but Paul just stares at you with his eyes in the same curiosity as usual.
I'll answer that. It's not all that fun to hear, but I won't be caught dead turning down an opportunity to gossip.
Oh, I'm down for a track meet. Yeah, that's the thing. I know I look and act, sound, and lose at video games like a high schooler in crisis, but I like to think they've got my shit figured out. Lost track of how long ago I've been in this distance. You get a good sense of what makes you happy after all that time, but it ain't so easy to keep track of it all when... He shakes his head. Boris inches closer to pat his shoulder. I gotta know up front, Diz, how close you feel like getting Disdonn. Ride or die, bitch. I'm here for whatever you deem me worthy of knowing. Really? You've done nothing but be real with me since we met. I can't navigate social cues for shit, but still, I trust you. Paul tilts his head and smiles. Being adored by a deeply intimidating monster man exhilarates you. You're a real one, too. Alright, here's the tea, ha. I was kind of famous in the last places I lived. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I realize sense him, hide your children, kind of vibe around town. Good people. But my buddies would talk about the civil decency shit after a while. It's fine and all, but definition gets a little shakier every time you bring it up. I thought I said it clear enough. Scratches at a chip in his horn. I'm the only one who gets to choose what I turn into. Not living my infinite life for folks who don't like the taste I leave in their mouths. That's gay. Paul cracks a smile. It is gay, thank you, brother. Look, Disdonn, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I've told everyone else with best friend potential. Maybe it'll work this time. No palatable young adult yet to blossom once this thin kid hair grows out. I'm gonna replace my shit with something even more obnoxious. That's a problem. Promise. My God, can it be done? Claps you on the back and cackles. I'll die trying. That's the only good part of me of moving every year. Exposure to all kinds of horrible hairstyles. If people can't believe me when I say this is my final form, there's no hope for that friendship. They usually start recommending me self-help books by month 11. So that's my cue to skip town. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Glance over at Boris. He's picking at a frayed bit of string on his sleeve with his eyes down. Boris! You know I'm not gonna leave my brother here. I'm taking your ass with me wherever I end up. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder. You've been talking about leaving a bit more lately, so... Well, I might postpone for a while. Disdonn's made things interesting again. Paul nearly smacks you with one of his horns as he nuzzles against your head. Pretty wild how one person can make a place feel completely different, I hope. Huh? I hope I'm not making a mistake getting so fond of you. You've never been so adept at conversations with anyone, let alone hot men, but Paul makes it easy. It's hard not to spill out everything that's on your mind when you're around him. See that look on your face? Thinking about Yai again? What? No, that's not it. I'm really glad you're in my life. I don't think I've ever had a friend this close before. You can't be that cute. I'll be dead within the hour. I'm sure Boris has done worse. Yep, I didn't escape unscathed though. Huh? You were looking at Boris, but now your face is buried in Paul's fur collar. There are at least 10 hairs in your mouth, and your ribs are getting closer to fracturing with each additional section that Paul hugs you. Breathe smoke, slowly, it'll take a few minutes. Never escaping my adoration and support, you fool. Paul eventually sets you free, leaving you a bit sore. Glad you're here too, Disdonn. You always make things exciting. Boris claws at his sleeve, avoiding your gaze. He glimpses at his watch. Gotta turn in. Pidge has me opening tomorrow. You're welcome to quit and join our crime ring. Must be again at the end of the week. Boris hugs his brother and gives you a nervous smile before going to bed. Well, I listened to myself talk for long enough tonight. Want to turn in? Quote unquote, turn in. Take your clothes off. Ooh, so confident tonight. Yeah, I've been wanting you to tear me apart all day. He skips any further pretense and gropes your chest. Whether it's you growing fondness for each other or Paul's insistence on one-upping himself, you swear he gets rougher with every time. Mind is consumed with details of the upcoming heist. The day finally comes, you're restless for some action movie shit. You wake up to your phone ringing. The only person who calls you is Godfrey, so don't get too excited. Feel Paul, fully awake, reach over and check the screen. It's the old, I'll humor him. You're a saint. Paul shuffles out of bed and you manage to sleep a little longer. By the time you drag yourself out of bed, it's already noon. The knot in your stomach grows more painful by the hour. Being excited without also panicking is impossible, evidently. You hear Paul cackling and the anxiety eases just a bit. Oh my god! Wrong voice. Oh my god, get away from me, Grenly! Uh-oh, you amble into the living room. Jesus Christ! Hey there, Disdonn. Wanna see my business card? Image failed to load. I think it's coming with the update. I don't even know what that's euphemism for. You have to tone down the sleaze, Paul. Fine. Boris pokes his head out of the kitchen doorway. Please help me. He's been practicing his spiel and I'm gonna throw up. I mean, it's an accurate impression. Unfortunately, yes. I'm glad you're able to mimic the suit just right. Looks expensive, doesn't it? Guess I better not fuck this up. We should try it out on other people before the real deal tonight. Do not subject certain civilians to this, please. Sorry, Boris. It must be done. Bar open yet? Maybe we can harass the gay parents on their lunch breaks. Excellent idea, boss. Boris hastily waves the two of you off. Proud of you, I guess. Try not to get caught. Thanks, buddy. Come on, let's ruin some afternoons. As expected, there isn't a ton of business this early in the day. You happen to recognize one of the few patrons. Sam? Oh, hey, Disdonn. Weird to see you here without Paul. Image not found. God damn it. Strange times indeed. He only has to examine Harry for a few seconds before the life drains from her. Don't tell me this is why you haven't been in my shop all week. Harry throws his head back and laughs. How'd you know? Was I looking at you with too much adoration? Nah, everybody does that. Ha! Don't blow my cover, alright? No problem. No problem. I'll go up for hot gay parents on lunch break quietly. Great minds think alike. We won't bother you. Gonna bother you just a little bit. We're pulling our scheme tonight, so we'll need somewhere to store the goods. Boris wasn't too comfy with stolen shit in his house. No, I'm good. Come on. Just need a tiny little bit of your storage space. And maybe you store for a few hours a month to get patrons in and out. Yep. Game's too new. Can't find a picture. It's probably coming with the proper update tomorrow, because this is still technically beta, like 1, not, or 0.9 or something like that. Jeez, I knew this was coming. Some of us can't seduce guards into releasing us every time we get prison time. That happened? Only twice. Sam, no one's gonna come looking for the shit we're taking. I only go for things they won't miss. You make me talk to a police officer, I swear to God. A few new people trickle into the club. Sam eyes them up and grips Paul's shoulder. Fuck me over, I'm never drawing another dick on you again. If you fuck this up and fuck me over, I'm never drawing another dick on you again. That's great. I understand. We'll pay you any price if I'm fair. Ooh, financial Stability, my one weakness. Not fucking around. We got the funds to make sure everything runs smooth. Think about it, Paul. Don't get this one killed tonight. Grants you a slight smile before attending to the two business women who sat down in another corner booth. I should get back to the costume. Blech. Dude feels like a straitjacket. Where do your clothes go when you transform? I don't know. I manifest them. If I'm not paying enough attention, they do get omitted on occasion. Maybe test out the extremely important impersonation that we need then. In the bathroom, just in case. We're trying to stay inconspicuous. Don't get too cautious, boss. That reminded me of Godfrey. He winks and heads for the restroom. You're a little too nervous to think up a snappy comeback, so he lives another day. Paul is only gone for a minute or two before another patron enters the bar. Oh fuck, oh god, what is he doing here? Okay, alright, don't panic. You let your eyes wander past the businessman. Hopefully the instinctive fear response you're showing doesn't register with him. I don't tell if he's focused on you, but... Oh fuck, he's definitely walking this way. You keep your eyes locked to the floor and mumble under your breath. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fucked. Hey, hot stuff. Well, this isn't on the schedule. What do we do? Relax, we got this. Paul cannot tell a lie, so maybe you'll be fine after all. Businessman approaches. So good to meet you, 404. What brings you here of all places? I am gaining information on Buzzword's latest marketing demographic, the gays. What a coincidence. Let's compare notes sometime. I would be honored. Pardon me, but examining your assistant pulled a data set from my memory cord. The incompetence evidence in his expressions. I've witnessed it no more than 12 days, 15 hours, and 9 minutes ago. Anxiety swallows you. 404's cold judgment hits you and waves closer. Nonsense. Introduce yourself, valued assistant. I'm sweaty. Sweaty balls. I work for Harry Big Dick. I'm sweaty balls and I work for Harry Big Dick. Thank you. That has been all. Harry covers his mouth for a cough, but it's definitely to hold back a laugh. Processing. That name is not familiar. Ah, then you must have him confused with someone else. Sweaty just has a generic face. Ouch. Harry can't help but snicker under his breath. Negative, I recognize this specific humanoid. The sweat-laden fear is unmistakable. God, your sweat-laden fear is unmistakable. You and Paul are both doomed. We have interacted before, Sweaty. I'm telling you, 404, you're mistaken. My memory card is fully functional. You are that Disdonn that insulted me in my office 2 weeks ago. The lights are feeling a lot brighter than they used to. Your dry mouth, you can't manage to squeak out a response. Harry's hand grips yours. 404, this is extremely unprofessional of you. 404 recoils, insulted him to his core. He straightens and reads off some memorized corporate bullshit. Buzzword marketing upholds the universal standard for professional excellence. So I've heard. Harry stares deep into 404's triangle? That might not even be the shape he sees out of, but death glare is working. The businessman turns to you and extends a hand. Apologies, Sweaty. We interview dozens of applicants every day. I cannot recall instances of fear like I used to. Ah, youth. Ah! Paul catches himself a moment too late. That laugh was distinctively demonic. Water under the bridge. Why don't we head to your estate and discuss Our partnership, 404. He used the exact same tone when he asked you out. Sideways glance as he throws you confirms your suspicions that this night is one big inside joke. Regardless, 404 nods along in the fruitless hope that he's in on it too. Long drive in an unreasonably expensive car before you get to 404's place. You're not sure where it is or what exact treasures it holds, but Paul's assured you that all rich houses have expensive, useless expensive shit. Your employer has been passing the time by testing how many sultry looks give you without noticing. 404 noticing. Time to cut him off when his horns start to show. Stop it, you goon. Come on, have a little fun. Sweaty, it's what Disdonn would have wanted. My first time eating the rich. Get off my back. It's my first time eating the rich. Get off my back. We've arrived. Huh? Oh. Wait a fucking second. You recognize this building. Paul does too, evidently. Give each other a puzzled look and follow 404 inside with as much confidence as much, sir. Welcome to my home. Stare at Paul with urgency. Paul, there's no shame living in your office. I concur. Powering down at my desk saves commute time. I also have opportunity to open and close everything in the building, which saves company unnecessary costs of paying for maintenance crew. Buzzword provides many such enriching opportunities to its team members. How inspiring. Exactly what I was gonna say, Sweaty. Let's get to know each other for a while before we talk business. Could you fetch us something to drink? Excellent idea. Please make yourself comfortable in my office. I shall join you with refreshments momentarily. You shut the door behind you and proceed to lose your fucking mind. Paul, we gotta get out of here. There's nothing of value in this office except you. Ugh. Focus, we gotta cut our losses and leave. Whoa. Take it easy, boss. I think you're missing the point of this mission. That is... friendship. Stare him down, but his puppy dog eyes make it hard to keep a straight face. I see that smile, Sweaty. Let yourself have a minute of fun. We don't get shit from Buzzword. We'll take it from somewhere else. Enjoy the peril while it's low stakes, relatively. I guess that makes sense. Okay, fuck it. Let's raid the place for something cool and break out. His eyes widen with excitement. God damn it. Why am I trying to hiccup and burp at the same time? Hell yeah! Just let me take care of this real quick. Paul opens the door and cracks his knuckles. He flinches as he rips the handle off the side of the door leading into the lobby. Holy shit. Thought you might like that. Now it'll just lock on our end. And he's fucked. Be gay, do crimes. I didn't know you were that strong. What else can you mangle? Oh, you asked the best questions. I take requests. What around here is destroying? I'ma save that because... I'ma save. Because that's not for Twitch. That part I know. Maybe treasures lie within these cheap decorations. Are they cheap though? Grab a golf club from mount on the wall. They're about to be a whole lot cheaper. Oh hell yeah. Shh. 404 is gonna recognize your voice as not Harry. All he needs to hear through the door is shit breaking. I adore you, my icon, my muse, my everything. Real CG coming soon. Let's fuck it up. What? Who are you impersonating now? This is my true form, pure concentrated gremlin urges. Okay, can you break that computer? Centers his eyeless gaze on the monitor. Tendrils shoot from his back and whip across the screen, shattering it. Good. Great. Sharp knock on the door breaks you out of your state of alarmed awe. Paul sends out a 10 drip and knocks back. Mr. Sportsball, are you alright?
I ate him, Mirror Man.
What? Repeat input. It's true, I was there. Strange computer shutdown sounds emit from the other side of the door. He's throwing a pretty severe fit. We should search these drawers for medical emergency fit.
Excellent idea.
Paul has no mercy on the filing cabinets. He takes a few lashes to hack through the metal. The demon isn't losing stamina anytime soon. You peer into the scraps just to see if anything of value can be salvaged. Sadly, everything is just a copy of the same 5 marketing research studies from 1985. These must inform all of the company's decisions. No comically large jewels or cartoon money bags. This guy's got to have something valuable to him. Paul ceases his snarling for a moment. His neck stiffens. What's up? You okay?
Thought it might have been the chance of the damn that sound when I'm in scary mode, but you heard that too, right?
Police sirens sound outside.
Fuck! Damn it, I don't feel like fighting the entire county police department again.
You don't have anything to show for it either. There's nothing worth stealing here.
Real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
You're fired.
Shit. We ain't got a choice, do we?
Paul cracks his knuckles and unlocks the door.
Let's go.
Cops right outside?
Yep.
Gonna emotionally scar them?
Yep.
Cool, I'll just stand over here. Tosses you the car keys with a wink.
Let's go!
Oh my god. Tendrils shoot from his back and lash at the door until it's nothing but wood chips. Panic seizes you when a brigade of police meet Paul at the doorway, but he doesn't look flustered.
Touch me and I'll turn your kids trans!
That sounds like something Christians think demons do. The policeman waver.
And communist!
And communist. Nothing like a good communist trans person. They drop their weapons, hands in the air. Hulking monstrosity that is your best friend scoops you up in his arms. He shields your face from view as someone wriggles past the wall of police. Revolting cowards, you must have consumed Mr. Sportsball. You will find nothing to rob in this building.
Broke ass!
Hardly buzzwords. Vast assets are invested in cryptocurrency. The only place from which it can be accessed is my memory chip. A chip? Like a physical chip? You nudge, Paul. Careful to keep your face covered in his bicep. Sell that chip. His eyes holes light up, locking on a 404. Oh dear.
The chip thingy, swine!
I have miscalculated. Why did the CEO program me with hubris? Paul Sanders whip out the ground in front of 2404. The businessman emits a startled error noise. Reaches behind his head, yanks out a tiny chip.
Thanks, fucker!
Paul stomps out towards the car, growling and gnashing his teeth at the local law enforcement. Someone's definitely going to come looking for the stolen car, so you ditch it at the local auto shop. Paul assures you that he has a friend there to take care of it. Casey. On your nice stroll back to the house, your brain catches up with your body. Holy shit, did all that happen? You pull off? You? This may be the first time in recent memory that you felt so confident. All it took was a felony. Be gay, do crimes.
Well?
Godfrey's bitch-ass voice sounds over the phone. Stall for another few seconds until you can pull your spot. Pull into your spot at the tattoo parlor. Parlor! Yeah, it was fun. We drew a bit more attention than we wanted, but Paul got us out just fine. Your bullshit escapades have been in the paper all week. You could have been incarcerated. His voice is urgent. You look down at your hands, expecting them to be shaking, but you're surprisingly calm. Fucked around, we found out, and no one saw my face. Everything's fine. Fucked around and find out, and nobody saw my face. See no evil? Fucking be no evil. Huh. Someone worried about me? No! Someone worried about Paul? Shush, you little brat, I can't. I'm simply baffled you got away with it, lest we forget your many, many mistakes prior to this heist. Oh, I never forget those. Look, I'm meeting with Paul to talk redistribution of income. So you have to stop calling me every 2 hours. Would you like me to send you his love? You're a child! Will do, see you soon. He manages one more scoff before you hang up on him. Greeted with yet another mentally exhausting scene. Okay. Yep. Y'all wanna know what's happening here?
I was just helping Foster build some courage. She's having trouble flirting.
Oh, you got your eyes on someone? No, it's nothing, Disdonn.
No, see, Disdonn doesn't pick up on that shit. Gotta be direct. Disdonn, would you please go on a date with me? Like that.
I'm confused. Are you two not together?
Nah, we're best friends.
With benefits.
Romantic shit is all you.
Oh. Buster strikes a pose that's both theatrical and bashful somehow. I gave you my number when we met at Buzzword, right, Disdonn? Yeah, sorry I've been too busy breaking state and federal laws to hit you up. Maybe when things slow down a little. Of course, debauchery is very important. If you ever require a third member to your party, please come find me. I'll just wait until you have the time. Or you can offer to make plans. Foster leaves without another word.
Eesh.
Oh no, come back. You were so much fun to talk to.
Yeah, he'll be back. Then you were able to make it, boss. Talk contract is done sorting out whatever funny money this memory card.
That contract requires a shit ton of capital for a surface. Top surgery isn't cheap.
Whatever you desire, as long
as it's converted to cash, you can take as much as you think is fair.
Yeah, about that.
You know that look. What did you do? Did everything in my power to stop him? What did you do?
It was a screaming deal. Someone wanted to buy Buzzword's assets for double their worth.
Sam rubs his temples in dismay. Stare down at Paul until he stops giggling long enough to continue.
What? Well, they didn't want to trade for cash.
Paul,
$100 crypto for angel and devil death certificates.
I am drowning. There's no sign of land. You're coming down with me. Hand in unfuckable hand, and I hope you die. I hope we both die. Oh shit. Decided to go look at the sky. The back in the right spot. There we go.
That scene kid saw her in the mall.
It is pretty funny.
I mean, yeah, but
Absence of a knot in your stomach gives you pause. Your heart should be pounding. Your head should be spinning. Your lungs should be unable to take enough breath. You should be freaking out. You look at Paul's stupid grin. You can't bring yourself to be worried about a thing. Ah, fuck it. Scene kids were our target demographic anyway.
yeah, you're not gonna lose it.
Not yet. Let's buy $2 million worth of terrible band t-shirts.
Whoa, look at you. Shocked you're up for more excitement after every possible thing went wrong yesterday.
I shouldn't be, but yeah, I feel different. I think I fit in with you finally.
What, boss? You've always fit in with me. We're both too hot to settle for each other.
You'd always be doomed. You've always been doomed for us, kid. It's nice to have regular around to entertain my other, more obnoxious regular.
Match made in heaven.
Still feels wild to have someone care about you this much. I know that look. You're about to say cute shit. Hold off for like 2 minutes, alright? I gotta give you something first. I was planning to sneak it into your jail cells, but since you got away, pulls out the old capped champagne bottle from behind the desk.
I love you, Sam.
It's only noon. And? Yeah, crack it open. Paul peels the gold foil from the bottle and gives it a harder shake than you would have advised. He tries and fails to get the cork out with several different hand positions.
I'm just gonna break the whole neck off.
Fuck no, I cleaned the floors this morning, and don't point that shit at me. You'll shoot my eye out with the cork.
Like this?
He aims the bottle between Sam's eyes. Yeah, perfect. Blind the lady who does all your tattoos. Disdonn, you want to get in the chair after this? Any day. You're a bit more manhandling the cork budges.
I'm basically the strongest bitch alive.
Make the mistake of laughing. Paul turns to you in mock offense.
You deny it? I'm wounded. You're a criminal for this and this only.
Jesus Christ. Open the bottle, you goober. With a newfound confidence and euphoria of the moment, your next words spell out before... I love you so much.
What?
Caught off guard, Paul turns to you. Pop. Paul!
Oh shit.
I'm fine. Give me a minute. First open your eyes, but your consciousness is slipping. Better get up.
Are you dead?
Sadly, yes. He huffs in relief.
Hope it doesn't hurt too bad. Come here.
Leans over you, still gripping your phone in the pop socket, pressing a champagne bottle against your cheek. Sam snatches the bottle from him. Taking the gun, Paul. You're a man of society.
And maybe this is a sign from my liver. I think I have one of those somewhere.
Phone vibrates against your temple, sending a streak of pain through your skull. Ah!
Sorry, boss. I'm really stuck in this the comfort part of this hurt-comfort dynamic. Suppose I got caught off guard.
Yeah, about that. Sorry if I came off weird. I feel a whole lot closer to you than I realized. Never wanted this to take over the world with someone so badly before. Bad timing, though. That's my bad. Paul laughs and pulls you into a hug.
Nah, I already knew. I was just pumped to hear you say it.
Phone buzzes again. He chucks it onto the couch, narrowly dodging Sam's wing.
Silence! Let me have my moment! Love you too, Disdonn. Couldn't ask for a better best friend.
Gay! Paul feigns offense.
Me? I'd never.
Wow, Sam, I didn't know you were homophobic. That's me, gruesomely allergic. I don't mind the entire ass on my wall. I'm holding it for a friend. You're feeding Disdonn's headache with that thing. Always so popular, Paul.
Probably spam. My number's public info at this point.
He idly checks his messages. After a moment of reading, he casts a dire glance at you.
Disdonn?
Everything okay?
Couldn't be worse. Oh, it's awful. Boss is sick.
Sick? Is he in the hospital?
Worse, he has a mild stomach ache.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
It's serious. Pidge really needs him at work today.
You know that look in his eyes. Something dumb is about to happen.
We have to help him out.
Ah, Paul's favorite scam, working for minimum wage. Paul cackles under his breath, pushing out the door by his shoulders. Take pictures, Disdonn.
Always.
Oh. Standing guard front of the storage closet door. Hasn't been all that long since you were at the table a few feet from here, extremely sweaty over submitting your server's application. Server application! Now you're keeping an eye out for the manager while Paul finishes changing in the closet. Time isn't a flat circle after all. Done getting into character? Horace whispers back from the door.
Almost making sure my mannerisms aren't too slutty.
That is important. Hello there, valued customer. Look around in a panic. Ah, Pidge. Of course, the moment I turn around is when you appear. Good to see you again. Pidge cocks their head at you. Well, I am certain I will remember you if you spend more money here. Let's get you on your way to that goal today. Must first ask you to move while I retrieve cups from the storage closet, however. Door creaks open behind you.
Sorry. Had some trouble finding the cups.
Horace, I see you took my advice and He came in despite feeling ill. That 50-cent raise will be yours next quarter for sure. You take a moment to internally thank fate for freeing you from the infinite food service hell. Restock those cups while you're at the... and while I yell at the barista, thank you.
Yeah, boss.
Well, most uncomfortable one yet.
I know, we love a good challenge. Would you keep your eye on me and make sure I'm not too suspicious? I'll sneak you free pastries.
Deal. See how much you can get away with before someone calls you out.
Roger.
Paul's Boris impression throughout the day is shockingly accurate, save for the menacing glare and occasional wink at you. It'd be hard to tell them apart.
How we doing over here?
Just dandy. Headache is still around, but the service here is exceptional today.
Glad to hear it. Be sure to mention that to Pidge. Seems a couple at table 7 changed their mind about eclairs. I'll go ahead and leave them here.
Staff hour goes bankrupt, we'll know why.
Pidge eats 10 per day.
Still your fault.
Honestly, wouldn't put it past the plain Boris for leaving bread products within their view.
Leans forward on the table.
Noticing any issues with my service today?
You're doing great. But if you want to make things more interesting, get a promotion. Maybe Boris feels like negotiating a promotion yet.
Excellent call. You be a dear and demand to see the manager before you?
So you're starting to call for pitch, putting on your most confident soccer mom voice. Is there something wrong, valued customer? The staff not exceeding our expectations? Quite the opposite. For $8 an hour, this life-changing customer service feels like a crime.
Oh, you don't have to say that. Of course I'd like to raise, but that's completely up to Pidge.
Raise an eyebrow at them. One successful business owner to another. Resolve like this one demonstrates needs to be rewarded. Boris, how would you like to work for me instead?
Golly, what an offer.
Boris has never said golly in his entire goddamn life. Paul's too good at making you laugh. That won't be necessary. Boris, I had no idea you wanted a higher position. Suppose you've been with us a while now. I can start you at managerial position, Boris. Hold on, how about you increase your responsibilities over the next few weeks? Think of all the personal fulfillment you'll get.
And pay their effects the increased responsibility?
Paul doesn't allow them to break eye contact. It's warm here. Suppose I can apply a $2 per hour raise starting next pay period. Now see, that should have been the starting wage if you'd worked here 10 years ago. Did I mention that my company offers a healthcare package to all entry-level employees?
Oh?
Wait! They're just doing... I'll held add a healthcare stipend.
For all employees?
Pidge's eyes plead with you for no mercy. I'll poach every sad gay you have at this establishment. All employees will receive updated benefits at the end of next week.
That's a good start, boss. I'll write down notes so you don't forget. Oh, and I'll add a reminder to send out the schedule next week on time. I know that one's hard for me.
How thoughtful. This is great. Scribble down the information, rips out the page, and give Pidge. Your handwriting's got much worse, lady. Oh, our per barista's back to work. Firing as usual.
Always a pleasure conning with you. Oh, before I run off again.
Grapples you and your chair into a bear hug. Alarmed customers glance over at their shoulders. Choosing this moment to kill me?
Your fate is way worse. I'm never leaving. Love you, boss.
You haven't slept in days, but somehow you manage. You're more energized than ever. Details grow fuzzy, but you're just the same nightmare sleep schedule as Paul, but... You two do great things together. The place is packed with interested parties. You recognize a few of them from the gay bar. Crawl out on the couch, pounding headache. Paul snoring on the ground next to you. Time for hibernation already? You tell me. Hi, Sam. The top security team is taking this job real seriously, I see. Paul doesn't budge when Sam nudges him with her boot. She bats him with a wing instead. That did the trick.
Yeah, let me finish my dream. Would you? There were the roundest little birds resting in my collar.
The 1 day per year you sleep. And it's the day you have tangible responsibility.
Good night.
He smacks him with his wing again.
Kidding.
Lucky all this shit is funny. I barely have room to work. I'm really hoping you remember, Paul, because that's coming back to me piling chokers into a million shopping bags. That's all you gotta know. We cleared out like 8 stores before our gift certificates ran out. Good haul. I like the part where you lick cinnamon roll frosting right out of the tub. You wipe hardened frosting from your cheek. Oh, you went to the one in the mall? I also feel a soft pretzel in my pocket. Guess that checks out. All worth it. Paul stretches out and glances around the room. More structured brand of chaos than you used to from him. But he couldn't look more thrilled about it. Excuse me, Sam? Come on through. Brother! Sam barely steps back in time for Paul to launch past her into Boris's arms. Oh, you have me worried. Oh, don't worry, I'm almost done. Because I think this route's just about finished. Neither of you been home the past couple of days, so I thought you got caught. Hi. He picks up and folds a band tee that had been abandoned on the ground. I see you just doubled down, though. Good for y'all. Here, take care of anything off our hands? I like the shiny studs by the counter, but I haven't had the guts to pierce anything yet. Sam's antennae twitch. I can loan you some guts. Want me to do your piercing? I already did that wasp tattoo for you a while back. This would be way simpler. Easier place to reach, too. Customers from around the store perk up and turn to Sam. Your voice carries pretty well, huh? Sam never looked this alive. She motions Boders to the corner. Gaggle of gaze followed, giving her all her money. Holy shit, customers other than Paul! Customers other than Paul! You've got it handled, I'll be around. Do we have it handled? Of course we do. We can handle damn near anything. I even got Godfrey down here to manage shit while we're snoozing, big brain. Got that bitch out of his house? Oh my god, he's wearing clothes. he's not wearing the robe. Godfrey manifests out of a shadow behind you. He looks good for once. The bitch can hear you. Some of us are running an illegal donation center here. Get your heads out of your asses. Always a sweetheart. Oh, you've got a few new souls to greet. Godfrey mumbles on insult under his breath and turns around. He instantly renders silent. Howdy. You forget how to talk? No, did you forget your manners? That's not very courteous customer service, Godfrey. You little follow me, sir. Much better, Casey. Be sure to give him the hardest time possible. Always do. Casey clasps a metal hand very nervous at Godfrey's shoulder, leading him further into the parlor. That could be us. That is us. Granted, I don't find you very intimidating anymore. You're just cool. Shh, don't give away my secret. That's best friend exclusive information. Things an arm around you, pulling you close. I don't think we've ever followed something through this far. We did good, boss. Moment was wholesome for all of 2 seconds. Paul spots someone outside and his whole body stiffens. Uh-oh. Turn to the door. I'll handle this one. Hang tight. Nice to see you again, I think. Oh, hello. You and your friend had fun at Buzzword, I see. Yeah, how'd you know? Pulls a pack of tapes from behind his back. You were having so much fun, I didn't want to ruin it. If I may, though, your work's a little sloppy. Neither you disabled the security cameras. Chill runs down your spine. Obviously, a corporate office would have security cameras. Holy shit, you got distracted by Paul's muscles that you forgot you lived in the 21st century.
thought you might have had a plan for these, but it's been, what, 2 weeks now? Not that it matters much. Unsightly details muddy things up.
You await the blackmail is sure to lay down on you. Instead, he extends the tapes out, raises the beat. You flinch at the sounds of the tapes splitting in half.
That wouldn't be much fun. You deserve nothing but happiness.
You? Fuck it. I don't even care how you knew about the heist. Why didn't you say something earlier? Having an intelligence operative would have been cool as fuck.
You look busy. And, you know, this is admittedly unhealthy, the way I've been following you.
Yeah, a little bit, you stalker.
Please don't worry, it's grown difficult to see you as a romantic interest after the unhinged shit you've been doing with your demon bestie. And I mean, look at how good you're doing. I've never seen you so confident and thrilled with life. Even I can't be petty about that.
He looks down and broken tapes his face blank.
Please go back to your life. I wanted you to know that you're safe, that's all.
Stuffs the tapes into his pockets and walks away. I love the drama here, but fuck's sake, it's all good. I never lied about wanting to be your friend again. Shit, I'll even hire you to dispose of our evidence from now on. Come inside and do crime with us for a while. Be game, do crime.
I'm equipped to use a true crime podcast.
You step back inside with pasta close behind. There is, unsurprisingly, some stupid shit going on. How hard do you want me to spin you again? I don't understand the question. Horace nods and gears up for max power. Welcome to the company.
How charming.
Paul's face lights up when he spots you in the doorway. I'm gonna make this hair dye disappear! Ma'am.
I pretend I don't see it.
I'll give them something set back calmer than you have right to be. You terrible grumbling park charges the hair dye at high velocity like a champ. Party continues and shows no signs of stopping. I hope that's non-toxic! I don't want to clean up hair dye vomit later. See a little script. Backgrounds, bumping soundtrack. The backers! Do 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 do. Lots of people. There is a lot of us, actually. Do 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 do. See, I'm near the end. Made with angst and Renpy. You've grown 5% gayer. Wait, I could get gayer? Lose the unsaved progress, it's fine. I know, right? I thought I had to take a feat to get any gayer myself. That's fine though, like, shit. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Wife will be home in about half an hour or so, I'm gonna